going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network. This is the X Sports Network.
And welcome everybody here on the campus of Deshler High School for one of Alabama's oldest rivalries, featuring the Golden Tigers of Russellville and the Tigers of Deshler. AJ Good here, joined alongside by Ashley Balch here on this game, brought to you by Bank Independent. We had a good one last night between Gadsden City and Muscle Shoals, and tonight we got an even better one here, Ashley, between Russellville and Deshler. Two rivals meeting for the 99th time here tonight.
Yeah, that's crazy, and both teams are really looking to rebound from last year. You know, you had Russellville, who had a good year, had a couple of losses, one in triple overtime, and then, of course, an overtime loss in the first round of the playoffs. So, you know, they're not accustomed to that. They're ready to rebound and get further into the playoffs. And then Deshler, who missed the playoffs. So, you know, they're looking to get off to a better start this year and get back in the playoffs.
Russellville finished 7-4 last year in Class 5A, lost in the first round of the playoffs. Deshler just missed out, going 6-4. Both these teams looking for a big win here to get that season started off right.
Yeah, and it's really a tale of two teams. You've got Deshler, who's got a lot of returning starters, both on offense and defense, and then you have Russellville, who's breaking in a lot of new players. So we're going to see. I mean, of course, you know, a school like Russellville, they're going to have the athletes and they're going to have the talent. But again, it's different when it's your first time stepping on the field as a starter.
Yeah, you know, these teams are no stranger to the playoffs here, Ashley. Russellville has made it to the playoffs 22 times in the last 24 years, and for Deshler, since 1984, has only missed the playoffs 3 times.
Yeah, you know, that weighed on these kids all off season about missing the playoffs. It's some pride in that. You know, you've seen all those kids come before you make the playoffs, and you don't want to be that team that doesn't. So, you know, they're going to have a little chip on their shoulder this year. And again, this is to get it started. You want to get out and get off to a good start. Of course, this game doesn't mean anything in standings. It doesn't affect, but you want to get out. You want to put on a good show. You want to get comfortable, and you want to come out with a win.
You know, but it's a rivalry.
It is a rivalry.
You always want the rivalry, and in a lot of ways, I love first game of the year rivalries. My high school plays its rival back in West Virginia on opening night. You know, you kind of get it out of the way. You get a playoff feel here in week number 1 when the heat is out and whatnot, and then after that, you can take care of business in your region.
Yeah, and it does prepare you for what you're going to face the rest of the year, especially when it's like this and there's two teams that you know are going to be good.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a good test for both teams tonight.
Dustin Goodwin is in his second year at Russellville. Again, they went 7-4 a year ago. For Deshler, Patrick Malone entering year number 4. He's 26-9, including a 3-2 mark here in the playoffs. We mentioned the 99th meeting all time here between the two, Ashley. So Deshler leads in the all-time series 46-4. However, Russellville has won 6 of the last 7. The last time Deshler has won in this series was in 2017 when they knocked off the Golden Tigers 35-3.
Yeah, and you know, these kids from Deshler, they remember that 35-21 loss last year at Deshler, or at Russellville. So, again, it's just something else that adds to that fuel, something else that they were juniors last year that are seniors this year had to think on all off season. And again, that helps you as you're going into the season. You know, you're in off season workouts. It's we got to get back. We got some revenge to hand out, and this is where it starts tonight.
What a great atmosphere it is. The other side, Russellville over there is packed. It's packed here right in front of us. Got the student section have their own little area right here, which is great, right in front of our broadcast position. I mean, the food trucks, everyone tailgating. I mean, this
Kona
is what,
ice machine. I think we're going to have to
we
send
had
Sam
funnel
over
cakes, smash burgers. It's not like Sam does anything.
I know he's going to have to go
broadcasts.
over and get us some tiger's blood or something.
He's over here complaining about his sweet tea. Such a
prima donna.
He's a sweet tea diva over here. Says Bucky's always makes it the best, whatever that is. But Deshler will kick it away. They'll start off going from right to left. They'll be in the brighter maroon tops, white pants, maroon helmets, and Russellville, the all-white uniforms with black helmets. Start off on your screen, going here from left to right. It's kind of windy, so our camera up top, if it's bouncing, that is why it's bouncing, with the...
Or it could be the stands bouncing.
Could be the stands. They were jumping up and down.
Are ready to get this thing started and get high school football back upon us.
Yeah, Trip Brooks on to kick it away here for Deshler. Actually, we got a different kicker out here. It's going to be Joshua Hawkins to kick it away. And back deep to return, Taurus Davis.
And I believe that's Ben Pounders.
Ben Pounders back deep to return. So Hawkins going to be the kickoff specialist. But Brooks will be your field goal and your punter specialist. Comes the kick. And it's a good one, end over end kick. Pounders will field it right at the 10-yard line. He'll get across the 20. He's got a lot of room. Into the 40. Across midfield, the 40. We do have a penalty flag. He's going to take this into the end zone. But, Ashley, I think this one is going to come back. That penalty flag right there at the Golden Tiger 34-yard line.
Yeah, and it was thrown pretty quickly by the referee there. He's calling everybody back, so this is probably going to be illegal use of hands or holding or
it is holding. Yeah, right there at the 34-yard line. That will negate what would have been a 90-yard kickoff return for a touchdown.
But I think if you're Russellville, yes, you're disappointed that we've got a call, but, man, what a start.
Yeah.
If that doesn't fire you up and get you ready, now it's up to the offense to come out and put a little drive together and get some points on the board in the first drive.
So that will take it all the way to the 24-yard line of Russellville. So it's Golden Tigers versus the
regular Tigers.
The Maroon Tigers.
Right,
there we go. I was trying to find the striped Tigers. So Russellville will take over first down and 10 from their own 25-yard line. That's where they'll take over. So the penalty happened at the 35. And a quarterback will be Wick Goodman. He's got Taurus Davis, and he will start out here in the shotgun. One receiver here to the right, 3 to the left. And a handoff to, Goodman going to call his own number in the RPO. He's got a man tipped and almost intercepted. Really good defense there in the early going by Deshler, almost coming away with an interception on the first play of the game.
Yeah, Bryson Williams dropping back, getting his hands up, tipping it up, almost had 2 interceptions. He almost had a chance at it, and then the defensive back coming over, making a diving effort, couldn't quite get to it.
Second down and 10 coming up here for the Golden Tigers. And now we're going to have a timeout. So Russellville, you can tell it's week number 1. You're going to, unfortunately, head coach Dustin Goodwin saw something he didn't like, and already just 20 seconds into the game, we got our first timeout called here by the Golden Tigers.
Yeah, you get that long kickoff return, it's called back. Your first pass is incomplete. I think he's probably just settling the guys down. Again, you're jacked up, you're ready to go, you've got your adrenaline going. Now you've gotten the game started. You got to just get into the flow and not play with so much emotion.
We're talking about a rivalry. I mean, 99 times that they have met. They're just, I believe I saw the first time that they met was 1926 or 1923, somewhere within that range.
Yeah, and it was like 40-something
awesome.
Years before the Alabama High School Athletic Association even established a playoff. So that's how long these two communities have been rivals.
Yeah, and this rivalry means something. Look how packed the stands are. I know we mentioned it earlier, but it's something special to see. I mean, you have to walk through a sea of humanity just to get into the stadium here tonight. So that's a good thing. Goodwin now as it's 2nd down and 10 from his own 25-yard line. Motion comes again. Goodwin hands off to Davis up the middle. He's got some room across the 30 and brought down right around the yard to gain it a little bit more. They'll give him first down progress to the 36-yard line. 11-yard pickup, 1st down and 10 for the Golden Tigers.
Yeah, great job by that big offensive line for Russellville. You talked about it when we first got here about how big the guys from Russellville were, and they just took charge right there, opened up a nice hole.
Some monsters down there, and I don't use the word lightly when I say monsters. Goodwin, a quick screen out into the flat, and he gets stacked up at the 40-yard line. Making the catch here for the Golden Tigers, Connor Devaney. So that's a 4-yard pickup, 2nd down and 6 coming up here for Russellville.
Yeah, great job by Harold Grant there, the corner on the boundary side, just shedding the block. Coming up, that screen pass is you got to make a man miss and then break it, but Grant said not going to make me miss and came up and made a good tackle.
What a big difference from a week ago when facing Mars Hill in the Jamboree, wing T to facing a spread RPO attack. Davis goes up the middle and gets stacked up by the interior of the Deshler defensive line. Looks like they're going to give him forward progress to about the 43-yard line, so certainly a 3rd and manageable coming up here for Russellville.
Yeah, we did the Mars Hill game last week in the Jamboree for Deshler and called Jet Kerr's name a lot. Yeah. Probably going to call it again a lot tonight. He's filling that gap from that linebacker position.
And Jamison Kimbrough there on the stop, one of the many Tigers, striped Tigers. They're making the play. 3rd down and 3 here for Russellville, going empty. Goodwin throws across the middle, makes the catch. We do have a penalty flag on the play. That's enough for a 1st down to the Golden Tiger 49-yard line, and we might get a pass interference call here.
This will be an interesting call.
Yeah.
It was thrown out here on the wide split.
Making that catch was Daniel Aycock, and it is going to go against Deshler. And I guess they're going to tack it on top of or it's a 15-yard penalty at the end of the play.
I think he got his. 27 for Deshler. That's Marlon Woods. I think he got his hand up in a face mask.
Yeah. They're tacking it on top of.
Right. So that'll be 15 yards from the end of the play.
So they will have it now at the 36-yard line. It's a big gain there and a huge shift there for Russellville. Second penalty of the game, and now we're going to have
the third penalty.
So a false start will go against the Golden Tigers. That will knock them 5 yards backwards to the Deshler 41.
First drive, we did get to do Deshler and Mars Hill in a little Jamboree game last week, but this is the first time that Russellville's got to get out on the field. So they're at a little bit of a disadvantage. Mars Hill and Deshler, they both got to go through getting the calls in and relaying calls, and Deshler's going to have to figure that out a little bit here on this first drive.
1st down and 15 here for the Golden Tigers. Their second penalty for 15 yards. 9:46 here remaining in the first quarter. Goodwin drops back. He's rushing forward, has a wide open man across the middle. It's Aycock, and he goes down to the 7-yard line. A 1st down and goal coming up for Russellville.
Yeah, great design. You've got 3 receivers split right, and you just run a guy right down the seam. They had the defensive backs hand him off, and there's nobody sitting at center field.
A 34-yard pickup, now 1st down and goal here for Russellville. Kind of picking up where they left off, scoring over 30 here against the Tigers a year ago in their home stadium. Still got Davis to his left out of this inverted pistol. Devaney goes in motion, and Whitcock going to call his own number as Devaney open in the flat. He will take it into the corner of the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Tigers, a 6-0 lead, 9:13 remaining here in the first.
Great play design. Sending the guy in motion across, just sending him to the out in the flat. Great throw by the quarterback.
Goodwin has made several good throws on that drive as Russellville here will attempt the extra point.
Great drive for an offense, AJ, that only returned a handful of players, only 3 starters back from last year. So that's going to be a confidence builder for Russellville.
Tomas Splits the uprights on the extra point. The Golden Tigers lead Deshler 7-0. 9:13 remaining in the first. We'll take a short break. Have the first Deshler drive when we return on the X Sports Network.
Imagine a bank where you feel at home. Real people living right here in your community are the heart of Bank Independent and everything we do. You have our commitment to bring the people, ideas, and resources together that create a stronger community full of endless potential. For over 75 years, we've served this place we all call home. Bank Independent. We're invested in you.
7-play, 75-yard drive there for Russellville, capped off by Connor Devaney's 7-yard touchdown catch. Extra points good. Russellville leads Deshler 7-0, 9:13 remaining here in the first quarter. Today's game brought to you by Bank Independent. Bank Independent is proud to be a part of our hometown team on and off the field. Our customer scholarship covers 20% of tuition at the University of North Alabama, helping local students score big in the classroom and beyond. Learn more at bibank.com/scholarship. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Tomas on to kick this one away here for Russellville as Deshler gets ready for their first drive of the game. It's a kind of short end-over-end kick. That's going to land at the 23, fielded, and he is going to fight his way down to the 30-yard line. That's Brady McKinney. Does enough to get it right to the 30, and that's where Deshler will take over first down and 10. So an 8-yard pickup there on the play. But kind of by design there, Ashley, just to make sure that they don't have a head of steam and let their blocking get upfield that way.
Yeah, it kind of throws your timing off a little bit when you have to wait on it. Again, he caught it, and by the time he got up, his linemen were just now turning around to get blocking. So it's kind of a little bottleneck there for Russellville to make an easy tackle.
Bryce Thornton in a quarterback here for Deshler. Kendrick Gunn will be the running back here to his right. Saw this team air it out a lot against Mars Hill in the Jamboree last week. Thornton going to call his own number up the middle. He's got a lot of room. He's going to get across the 40. He's going in the Golden Tiger territory. 30, 20, they're not going to get him. First play of the game, and Deshler has it a one-point game as Thornton takes it 70 yards to the house.
You know, we talked last week how we were surprised that they came out throwing the ball, and maybe that was to kind of fool Russellville here in the first game of the year, and they just ran a quarterback draw.
How good. I mean, the blocking on that play was perfect, and I
don't think he was touched.
No, not touched one time. Looks like we got a bit of one of those muddle huddle looking things here from Deshler. See what the coaching staff does here, and I think someone was missing, and they're going to bring everyone back here. So on to kick the extra point is Trip Brooks. Snap back, kick is up, and the kick is good. 8:55 remaining in the first. We're all tied up at 7. We'll have the next Golden Tiger drive when we return on the X Sports Network.
Well, I think Fame and Muscle Shoals Music is here because we're fiercely independent. We've been doing business with Bank Independent since the 70s, and to know that they've got our back, it means a lot. We've always been there, and it's always just been a phone call away.
There are now more ways to save at QuickMart. Become a Quick Club member and easily earn rewards on qualifying purchases at QuickMart convenience stores using the Quick Club app, available on the Apple App Store and Google Play. To save on fuel for work, use the Fuel Rewards Pro app to earn 5 cents a gallon on work fill-ups and redeem the savings for yourself. To get started, visit fuelrewards.com/pro or download the app in the Apple App Store and Google Play.
Bryce Thornton on the first play from scrimmage for Deshler takes it 70 yards to the house. Add the Trip Brooks extra point. We're tied up at 7, 8:55 remaining here in the first. Again, today's game brought to you by Bank Independent. Great players need great coaches, and great students need great supporters. That's why Bank Independent offers customer scholarship, providing a 20% scholarship at the University of North Alabama. To help students reach your goals, apply at bibank.com/scholarship. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Jet Kerr on to kick this one away, and it's a short boot. and he makes the catch right at the 40-yard line. So a good job there by Russellville.
Yeah, that was Colton Goodwin.
Yeah.
You know, he's the up man on the kickoff team, and
him and everybody else was caught off guard on that one as he makes
he did a good job. He was kind of losing his balance as he was going down, but make sure he secured that. And I'm sure they'll tell him now that, you know, you can, if you're on that kickoff team like that and it's a pooch punt or it's up in the air, just go ahead and call a fair catch.
Yeah, fair catch it. 8:55 remaining in the first. Each team scoring on their first drive. It took Russellville 7 plays, 75 yards. Deshler 1 play, 70 yards. So Wick Goodwin brings his team back on the field after he threw his first touchdown pass to Connor Devaney. 20-25. Still got Taurus Davis. This inverted pistol formation. Over to his left.
Got a bunch formation on the left.
Goodwin got good protection. He's going to throw a deep ball, and he's got a man, but fight for the ball. It's intercepted by Deshler. Has it at the 25-yard line, and the Tigers take over first down and 10 on their first turnover forced in 2025.
That's Bryson Williams. He's sitting back there in center field. Ball was a little too high. I think he probably got a little too much air under it, hung up there. And, you know, when you run those little receiver screens, you know, you're setting the defense up for that play. You know, you're gonna fake the block and turn a guy loose, and that's what they did. But good job by Deshler not biting.
8:46 remaining here in the first quarter. We've had big plays, long drives, and now an interception. We're not even to the halfway point of this quarter yet. Bryce Thornton back at quarterback after taking the first play from scrimmage 70 yards into the end zone. Kendrick Gunn here to his left out of the shotgun. Bunch formation there, now motion. And he's going to hand over to Gunn, and Gunn is brought down at the 21-yard line. Great job there by Russellville.
That was Andres Gaspar, one of the returning starters on defense for Russellville, shooting the gap. He had a lot of help too. Once he made contact and got Gunn, he had a lot of help coming. So good job by Russellville.
Actually saying he went down at the 17-yard line. That's an 8-yard loss. Second down and 18 coming up. And the 17. A little bit of extracurricular there at the end as well. Thornton drops back. Good protection. Now rolls out to the right. Throws and incomplete. Now bring up third down and 7 and 18.
Yeah, good job by Thornton. Had nothing there. Just get rid of it. Let's try third down. Don't try and force anything down here in your own territory.
Not many plays you can draw up here in a game, Ashley, with third down.
No.
Third down and 18. Not many you can draw up.
You know, I may go back to the quarterback draw.
Yeah, hey, it's already worked once, you know. Looks like Russellville showing some blitz here. 10 on the play clock. And now a penalty flag is dropped.
You know, I think you guys saw this last night with Muscle Shoals where I think they drew Gadsden offsides.
A lot.
And I think that's what Russellville's doing. Just, you know, as Jacob said, you don't have your hand in the ground. You can stand up and adjust, and I think Deshler tried that, but maybe somebody had put their hand on the ground or maybe flinched after they stood up.
Yeah, umpire there caught it there, so that's another penalty here against Deshler. They're second for now 20 yards. You're going to have a lot of those in the early part of the season.
You are, and you're in a position right now where you don't want to make a mistake. You want to make sure your quarterback protects the ball. You don't want to turn it over down here in plus territory.
Thornton throws out here on the flat, in and out of the hands of Roca, falls incomplete. And the punt unit going to come on the field here for the Tigers.
You know, I think they had something there, A.J. Had plenty of blockers out front. Just overthrew it a little bit.
It's almost like a design screen because, there's receivers out there in space are already blocking.
He's got plenty of blockers out front. So if he makes the catch, he's got some yardage. Whether he got the first down, I don't know, but just overthrew it just a little bit.
Garrick Reed back to punt it here for Deshler. Houston Askew back deep to return for Russellville. Heels right there, actually on his 49, but right at the midfield stripe. Reed boots it, and
Great
a
punt.
Really good punt.
Wow.
Askew going back. He's just going to let that one fall. That almost hit him in the back. It bounces backwards, and they will catch it there at the 44-yard line, and that's where Russellville will take over first down and 10.
Great punt, but also a great job by Russellville's defense. You know, you get the turnover, they come out. Not only do they stop you 3 and out, but they also push them back 10 or 12 yards. And now they've got decent field position here to start their next drive.
You know, last night at Muscle Shoals, I think both teams barely got 2 drives in the first quarter, and Russellville's already at their 3rd drive, and we're still not at the midway point of the first quarter yet. So Wood Goodman will bring the offense back on the field again. Taurus Davis at running back now to his right. 3 receivers here to the right as well. Really spreading it out here. Goodman hands off to Davis over the left side, and he is stacked up by Jet Kerr in the backfield right at the line of scrimmage, and we called his name a lot last week, Ashley. Already calling it a lot here tonight.
Yeah, he's very aggressive. You hand it off, and he's shooting the gap. You know, he's the one that I believe he recovered the fumble last week.
Yes, he did. The scoop and score,
for Deshler's only touchdown in the first half against Mars Hill.
2nd down and 10 here for the Golden Tigers. We're going to tight end in this time. Goodwin hands over to Davis again, goes up the middle and nowhere to go. And it's Garrett Reed again, and he went right down, almost the same spot, right at the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 10 coming up.
And that was Phoenix Carpenter on the play. He is the one last week that forced the fumble that Kerr recovered. So great play shooting. He's going up against a very large man there in Tide Rogers for Russellville, the right tackle. So good job by him penetrating the gap and making the play.
Very large indeed. Golden Corral shivers when that man walks into its doors. It's a big man, big man. 3rd down and 10 here for the Golden Tigers. And now hand off to Davis over the left side. And again, nowhere to go. Russellville thought they saw a face mask or a horse collar there, and nothing. So that's going to bring up 4th down and 10. Yeah, they did. Yeah, they got him right there on the face mask.
I think they may have missed that one.
Yeah.
That's Dylan Morgan, the right end for Deshler. It looks like he may have got his hands on the face mask. If he didn't, then it was right underneath it, maybe right there on the shoulder pad collar. But looked like from here and in the replay that he may have gotten a hand on the face mask.
Tomas back to punt it away. Garrett Reed to return. He will put his heels on the 22-21 yard line. 5:30 remaining here in the first quarter. And now another timeout will be called here by Russellville with 5:26 remaining. It's their 2nd called timeout, and we will take that short break with them here on the X Sports Network.
Well, I think Fame and Muscle Shoals Music is here because we're fiercely independent. We've been doing business with Bank Independent since the 70s, and to know that they've got our back, it means a lot. We've always been there, and it's always been a phone call away.
It's one of our biggest sales of the year, the Storingly Furniture Labor Day Sale. Come shop our 3-acre showroom with Labor Day savings throughout. We have a huge amount of furniture in stock and ready to be delivered, featuring famous name brand furniture from all over the world. And all in-stock outdoor furniture is on sale now. Plus our huge selection of mattresses in stock and ready to go. Plus 0% financing is available and free delivery too. Don't you miss the Storingly Furniture Labor Day Sale.
For over 75 years, we've served this place we all call home. Bank Independent. We're invested in you.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
7-all here between Deshler and Russellville. Russellville out of the timeout and the Heat timeout, getting ready to punt it away. 5:26 remaining here in the first quarter. Tomas to kick it away with Reed back to return. And that one's almost blocked. It's an end-over-end kick. This one will land at the 28 and gets a really, really friendly bounce. That's going to go out of bounds at the 11-yard line, and that's where the Deshler Tigers will take over 1st down and 10. Today's game brought to you by Bank Independent. In business, just like in football, you need the right playbook. Bank Independent's Treasury Solutions give you the tools to control cash flow, streamline payments, keep your business in the game. Learn more at bibank.com. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. So it just seems like every time Deshler forces a 3-and-out, Ashley, they get even worse field position out of it.
Yeah, they got their backs up against the wall a bit. if nothing else, you want to try and get a couple of first downs right here and just try and flip the field. Since that turnover, Russellville's had a little bit of the momentum. So important for Deshler here to move the ball a little bit and give himself a little bit of space.
Gun still running back. Thornton in the backfield. Here out of the shotgun. Drops back. Got some time. Now rolls out to his left as an open man in and out of the hands of McKinney. It was a bit too high. 2nd down and 10 coming up for Deshler.
Yeah, I think Thornton's starting to get a little bit frustrated.
He's already just 0 for 3 here in the game. Looking just for any sort of consistency. Both sides are. Their first drives were great. The drives after that have, been a bit of a struggle. And it's certainly week 1. And a lot of kinks to work out here. And it's hard to do that when you're facing an old rival. Handoff here. It's to Roca. And Roca, he's going to, takes a hard shot. The ball is out. Russellville has it. And he is going to go out of bounds at the 7-yard line. And head coach Patrick Malone thought he got hit in the head there. Did we have a penalty flag, or are we going to call?
I don't see a flag. That's Braxton Duncan picking the ball up for Deshler. It's a pretty hard hit.
Yeah. And they will, really hard hit there. And
that's Malachi Grossi coming up from his safety position, sticking his head in there.
And he takes it to the 7-yard line, and that's where Russellville will take over 1st down and 10. So great field position here for the Golden Tigers. Try to take over here.
Yeah, so since that long run by Thornton, we've now had 2 turnovers and negative yards on offense for both teams. So looks like the defense is maybe starting to settle in a little bit.
4:55 remaining here in the first quarter.
Still the first quarter? Is that
Still,
what you're saying?
Yeah. Okay. Where are we at? 26 minutes into the first quarter. Goodwin rolls out to his left. Throws. And he's going to hit his man in the flat. And that is his running back. And he hasn't had much room to run in the running game and didn't get much room to run there on a pass out into the flat.
Yeah, that's Harold Grant again from his corner position. That's 2 really good stops he's made out in space.
Taurus Davis has had no chance to make anything work back there in the running game. 4:30 remaining here in the first. 2nd down and goal from the 5 here for Russellville. Look to go to a power formation. Just one. That's Devaney, the single receiver, out here to the right. Pistol formation. Good one. Play action. Rolls out to his right. He's got good protection. He's going to take off, but nowhere to go. Throws into the end zone. Caught! Tipped into the hands and a touchdown for the Golden Tigers, leading at 13-7, 4:04 remaining in the first.
Through the hands of Connor Devaney and right into the hands of Kiefer Hallmark.
Wow, what a break for Russellville. Hit Devaney and tips to a Johnny on the spot Hallmark perfectly. It's almost like the good Lord wanted him to have a touchdown in a rivalry game right there. It's Tomas now on to kick the extra point.
Being in the right place at the right time.
Sometimes you'd rather be lucky than good. 13-7. Tomas on the kick the extra point. Kick is up, and the kick right down the middle. It's good. 14-7. The Golden Tiger lead. 4:04 remaining in the first as they take advantage of the Deshler turnover. We'll have the next Tiger drive when we return here on the X Sports Network.
At C&B Linen, fast, friendly, and reliable service is our promise to you. Because you're not just a customer, you're family. From multi-use linen to branded floor coverings and a complete range of cleaning supplies, C&B Linen is here to make sure you have everything you need. From our high-quality products to our fast, friendly, and reliable service, you'll experience the difference with C&B Linen. Because you're not just a client, you're part of our family. You'll be winning with C&B Linen.
You're going to do that?
Well, I think Fame and Muscle Shoals Music is here because we're fiercely independent. We've been doing business with Bank Independent since the 70s, and to know that they've got our back, it means a lot. We've always been there, and it's always been just been a phone call away.
So Russellville takes advantage of the Deshler turnover. A Wick Goodwin tip pass into the hands of Kiefer Hallmark. Extra point is good. It's a 14-7 Russellville lead over their rivals in Deshler. 4:04 remaining here in the first quarter. On to kick this one away for Russellville. Number 26, Romano Francisco. All hosted Tigers back deep to return, and it is a pooch kick. And fielded and caught. Really good job right there as he finds a way to get it around the 42-yard line. Making the catch there was Jaquez Saffel.
And what we talked about earlier, the coaches are now filling him in there on the sideline.
Hey, fair catch.
Call that fair catch. If you call the fair catch, then the kicking team's got to give you an opportunity to field it.
So the second best start, actually the best starting field position here for Deshler. On their fourth drive of the game, first drive, one play, a touchdown, their first lone score of the game. Everything after that has been 2 3-and-outs and a turnover. Up the middle, new running back, and he makes a really good move, and he will go down to around the 48-yard line. Amari McClendon on the carry. That will bring up second down and a long one.
Great play to make that first guy miss. He had him right in the hole.
And this
that was 31 for Russellville. That was Braxton Duncan who recovered the fumble.
Second down and 2 coming up here. This Deshler team with a lot of talent in the backfield. McClendon gets a carry again. He'll get enough for the first down. He will take it into Golden Tiger territory to the 45-yard line, and the first down for Deshler.
Yeah, you can tell he wanted to stretch that out wide. He wanted to get to the corner, but when Russellville did a good job of stringing it out, he put his foot in the ground, went north and south, picked up the first down.
Coming up on 3:20 remaining here in the first. 2 receivers to the left. Tight end and a wing to the right. McClendon to Thornton's left. Thornton now rolls out to the left, gets some pressure. He's going to take off the other side, and will go out of bounds right near the line of scrimmage, and they won't give him any progress at all. Brings up second down and 10, and looks like we might have a penalty at the end of it as well. And we are. It's a personal foul going against Deshler.
Yeah, that's going to be on Warren Thornton. I don't think he liked the way Daniel Aycock there maybe kind of was going after the lower half of his legs, forcing him out of bounds. Of course, nothing wrong with it. He was making sure he stepped out. But I think we had maybe some words there after it was over. That's going to be a dead ball too, or should be.
Yeah, second down and 25 coming up instead of second down and 10.
Yeah, I think he did get up and maybe shove him. So putting themselves in a hole.
Yeah. Deshler in this game now. 3 penalties for 35 yards. Russellville doing a lot of movement up front. Gunn gets the handoff and goes right to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. No gain. Third down and 25 coming up, and man, we're seeing a lot of talking, a lot of pushing and shoving after every play here so far.
It's getting a little chippy. We've got some pushing down at the end of this play.
So third down and 25 coming up.
And it's kind of, AJ, again, we talked that we did the game last week for Deshler, and this was not the offense they were running last week in the Jamboree. It was wide open. I don't think we saw a running play the first drive. So a little bit different here for Deshler, trying to establish that run game.
Thornton drops back. He's got some good protection here. He's going to throw it here down the left sideline. Reed, what a catch! Not enough for the first down, but it's an incredible catch into Golden Tiger territory.
And that may set them up here to go for it on fourth down. So we'll see what Coach Malone decides.
Oh, it might be enough for a first down. Or let's see if they get him.
I think it's going to be a couple of yards short.
Yeah, 30 to the 38-yard line.
Looking at a 4th and 3 now for Deshler.
It's better than 4th and 20 or 4th and 25 where they were earlier.
Again, it gives you that opportunity to decide to leave your offense on the field. Great throw.
Yeah, Thornton just laid that in there, and Reed got enough separation to make the play. And now we're going to have timeout, as Patrick Malone did not like what he saw there out of his team. They will call their first timeout of the game. They've got 2 remaining here with 2:16 remaining in the first. So we've had 3 touchdowns, 2 turnovers, and 3 timeouts not including the heat timeout, which was kind of they backed on top of one of the Russellville timeouts here, and still with 2 minutes remaining here in the first quarter.
Yeah, it's been an interesting 10 minutes so far. I think we've seen just a little bit about everything with turnovers, and we've had a fumble and interception. We've had some chippiness now as we're getting into this game, a little bit of talking and maybe a little bit of pushing and shoving. So I think you'll see both teams now maybe start to settle in, and you just got to have some consistency.
Yeah.
I think that's what Deshler is looking for right now, is a little bit of consistency. They've shot themselves in the foot a lot. We were saying with the penalties, two 15-yard penalties, and they got to cut that out, get rid of that, and quit putting themselves in a hole.
And a grill on fire. I love it when the concession stand smoke makes it on the field. That's when you know it's high school football season. Thornton drops back, rolls out to his right, throws, and it's tipped in, incomplete. And Russellville gets a huge stop after a big play, and they will take over first down and 10 from their own 38-yard line.
And watching the replay here, I think he's got the first down if he just puts the ball in his pocket and heads towards the sideline. I think he's got an easy first down. So Thornton probably wishes he had that one back.
Yeah, just got in his head a little bit there. And by the time he maybe even thought the run, they had already closed.
Yeah, Russellville had no contain. The guy on the outside was following the back out of the backfield into the flat. So I do think Thornton probably had an opportunity there just to scramble, make sure he got the first down, and give them a new set of downs.
First down and 10 for the Golden Tigers from their own 38-yard line. Goodwin, Taurus Davis in the backfield, two receivers to the right, tight end, and a single receiver to the left. Looks like they brought in an extra offensive lineman here. Davis it's Goodwin, a play-action pass to Devaney, and he will get in the Deshler territory on the 12-yard pickup right at the midfield stripe. First down and 10 for Russellville.
That's that RPO. You're just you're reading. He's going to put it in there and pull it. He's got a guy running down the seam, hits him. First down for Russellville into Deshler territory.
It's their 7th first down here of the first quarter alone. Minute 50 left here. Same formation. Now Davis to Goodwin's left. Play action again. Goodwin rolls out. He has an open tight end, but just out of his reach. He's wide open on the play and couldn't complete it to Jackson Smith. And Smith's a big fella as well, and he had a lot of green to work with there if the pass was on his body.
Yeah, good job by Dayton Stanford from that outside linebacker position. He was putting a little bit of pressure on Goodwin, made him kind of get rid of it a little bit before he wanted to.
Second down and 10 from the midfield stripe here for Russellville. Beautiful Friday night before Sam kicks the camera off of the table over here. Two receivers each side for the Golden Tigers. Now Davis. And that's going to go in between his legs, the snap, and Goodwin falls on it. See where they mark him out at. I think they're going to mark him down at the 37-yard line. Not at all what they wanted right there. Snap in between his legs, and everything just went backwards.
Yeah, he did a good job making sure he just got on it and covered it up.
It's a 13-yard loss, and third down and 23. And, Russellville has gotten the better of Deshler so far, Ashley, but, it's these little mistakes that might hurt them here down the road when you had a chance to get into their territory and score again.
Yeah, you had a chance to go up 2 scores right there, and now we're facing a third in Sheffield.
Goodwin drops back, steps up in the pocket, now rolls out. He's going to take off across the 40, 45, has some blockers, gets back to the original line of scrimmage at around the 50-yard line. They will mark him at the 49. Not a bad pickup there by Goodwin.
No, I think you'll see Russellville punt it here. They've been playing the field position game. It's turned out well for them the last couple of drives, so see if they can pin them deep and maybe get another turnover.
Clock stops at 47.9 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. One of our games back in Tennessee right now is about to reach the midway point of the second quarter, and we're almost at the 40-minute mark.
Well, we were talking about you guys had a long game last night, and I think we're I think we jinxed ourselves, and we're going to try and top that.
That's why you never talk about time.
That's it.
Yeah. Get you every time. And now we have a whistle. And a
delay a
game against Russellville. I think that was on purpose to give him a little bit more room.
Well, they
to
had a
work
guy
with.
that they had to run on late. But again, that's a situation where if you're Russellville, you'll just kind of take that penalty. You know, you've already had to use a couple of timeouts, so you don't want to have to use another one. So just take that 5 yards, punt it away.
Tomas back to punt it away. Snap back, kick is up, and almost blocked again. A high end over end kick. This is going to land at the 35 and bounce, get a Sheffield bounce. Actually, not a Sheffield, but a Deshler bounce. Fall on and on the 42-yard line, and it's where Deshler will take over first down and 10, their best starting field position here. As you take a look at the water tower here in Deshler. Today's game brought to you by Bank Independent. From your first down payment to your final touchdown in your dream home, Bank Independent's mortgage lending team is ready to get you across the goal line. Visit bibank.com to get started. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
And no, the water tower in Tuscumbia does not bounce. That's our camera up top. I think we have a lot of people here in the press box making our camera bounce a little bit.
It's like Wisconsin out here. Jump around, you know.
Jump around. I haven't heard House of Pain yet, but
I'm glad you got the reference.
Oh, absolutely. That's a bucket item list for Bryce and I, my son. I think
I've been there.
Would really like to go and do the jump around.
Thornton takes a handoff over the left side, and a helmet rolls off for Russellville. He will take it to the 45-yard line, a 3-yard pickup. 2nd down and 7 coming up here for Deshler.
Samuel Wilson making a good play there for Russellville from his end position. Not getting pushed back, not getting pinned in. Able to make the stop on Thornton.
29.6 seconds remaining. They stop the clock to get the Russellville player off the field with the helmet. Thornton now rolls out to his right as an open man. Throws it here on the wheel route. Intercepted. Has it at the 30, 35, 40. And he will go out of bounds right in front of the midfield stripe. And another pricely turnover here against Deshler.
You know, watching, he's got the guy in the slot is sat down and is there, and he's going with the wheel route, but he's got a guy right there at the 42-yard line. That's Camden Fuller there for Deshler, and then I think you're going to have, at the end of the play, you're going to have it's going to be after after the change of possession, but a penalty there on Russellville. So the good return, getting at midfield, is now going to back them up, and it's probably going to be back, I would guess, around the 15, maybe the 20-yard line for Russellville to start this drive.
But they do force the second Deshler turnover of the game, 18.7 seconds remaining. So now they'll mark it at the 37-yard line.
Okay, so they're going to mark it from the end of the play.
Yeah.
So it must have been a personal foul and not any kind of holding or blocking the back. It must have been a personal foul if it was accessed from the end of the run and not from the spot of the foul.
This is our third turnover of the quarter. 18.7 seconds remaining. Russellville with the ball. Is this their 5th drive of the quarter?
This is their 5th drive of the quarter.
We're doing some college football stuff here, Ashley, in this one. Good one in the backfield with Davis. Hands off to Davis up the middle, and again, the interior of Deshler is letting nothing happen, and he has stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain, and that might be the final play here of the first quarter.
Deontay Porter from his nose guard position just shedding the center. Getting some help from Stanford.
That will be the final play of the first quarter. So after 12 long minutes of play here from Deshler, they trail their rivals in Russellville 14-7. We'll continue the Russellville drive when we return here on the X Sports Network.
Bank Independent. We're invested in you.
From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your sports forecast.
Well, a few showers are possible here as we head through this evening. Not very likely, but that chance does linger here over the next few hours. But we'll be mostly dry for tonight. Temperatures down to the upper 60s for our lows. That cooling trend will only continue over the next several days. Notice across the area you really don't see too many of those showers, just spotty across the area. For tomorrow, though, we do have that chance of some isolated thunderstorms. So maybe keep that umbrella on hand if you have some outdoor weekend plans. Highs in the upper 80s near 90. Once again. So I do think some of us will see some heavy downpours there for tomorrow and as well Sunday too. So this weekend we'll see some isolated thunderstorm activity, but big changes coming up in the forecast. So if you have any outdoor plans, games, practices to look out for Monday, Tuesday, and beyond, think we're going to be dry and we're going to be cooler. Look at those temperatures near 80, maybe even upper 70s with lows in the upper 50s.
And ready to start the second quarter here with Deshler trailing Russellville 14-7. Russellville has the ball their own 37-yard line. Second down and 10. Today's game brought to you by Bank Independent. Our athletes have the roar and our students have the drive. Bank Independent's customer scholarship contributes 20% to the University of North Alabama, turning that drive into real success. Details at bibank.com/scholarship. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. So I believe this is drive either 5 or 6 here for Russellville. My iPad is heating up by the amount of drives. Don't think I have enough storage for it here. Davis now goes in motion to the right, and they'll throw it out to the flat. Davis makes the catch, and he has had, no matter whether it's been a run play or a pass play, has had the hardest time just to even get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on that play. It's third down and 11, and Deshler, the defense doing a great job.
Great pursuit from Skylar Kendall from his middle linebacker position. Read it immediately. Made a great tackle, and now here we are, 3rd and 11 for Russellville.
11. Russellville in the game so far, just 1 of 3 on third down. This Deshler defense, outside of that opening drive and getting put in a bad spot after a turnover, has done an incredible job here against the rivals.
Our umpire has stopped play. I'm not sure what. He's brought Kendall in to show something to the referee. Yep. I'm not sure what this could be about.
Yeah, now he's coming to the Deshler sideline.
And it looks like Kendall may be having to come out of the game.
Equipment issue. He's ripping that helmet off. There's something. He's pointing to something on his face mask. Something's not screwed on right, or he has a illegal face guard.
Yeah, that's a
shield.
Tough situation for your middle linebacker. You need to get off the field right here.
Right.
We'll see. Adrian Byram will come in to replace him at middle linebacker for Deshler.
So third down and 11. 11:25 remaining here in the half. Play action pass throws to Devaney over the middle, and they bring him down, and he might be just a yard short of the first down to the 46-yard line.
Yeah, we'll see what Russellville decides to go. See what they decide to do here on their own side of the field.
Yeah, 4th down and 1. No one's gone for it on 4th down yet tonight, so this will be the first one.
Well, we did have one. It was the incomplete pass by Thornton.
You're right. For the first one for Russellville, I should say.
Yeah, first for Russellville.
And they just had their tight end jump off sides, and it looks like the false start will bring the punt unit on the field here for Russellville.
Yeah, I think they were going to try and draw Russellville offside. I'm not sure they were ever going to go for it right there. But now it kind of makes that decision easy. You back up 5 yards, going to be facing a 4th and 7 in your own territory like this. You punt it away and let your defense continue their great play.
Now 5 penalties for 35 yards in the game. And I said it last night at the Muscle Shoals game, it just seemed like Gadsden City, little nicks, those little 5-yard penalties, if you keep getting them, we're going to turn into gashes at the end of the day.
Yeah, coaches will talk about that, turnovers and penalties. It's hard to overcome those consistently. And I think we're seeing that right now with both teams.
So the Tigers get off the field once again. Tomas, kick it away. Now we've got a whistle, and Deshler is going to call their second timeout. Patrick Malone didn't like something he saw out of his team here, as they will come to the sideline, and seen that a lot from both sides. You see a lot of frustration as both coaches, as someone and we've seen it on special teams. It's either someone's just not on the field or they're just lined up incorrectly, and so just a quick fix there.
Yeah, it looks like Deshler may have 2 separate punt returns. It looks like we may have a more keep our base defense out there, maybe just drop a safety back, and then it looks like we have our regular punt return. So it looks like he's put his defense back out on the field just in case Russellville may try something here with a fake.
Yeah, and they got Reed back deep, heels on his own 25-yard line.
Yeah, he's brought all the defensive linemen back in, so probably just playing it a little bit safe.
Good punt that time by Tomas, and a fair catch there by Reed right at the 30-yard line, and not bad field position here for Deshler. They certainly have worse. Have had a little bit better, but they'll take over first down and 10 from their own 30.
Yeah, and give Russellville credit. Since that first run by Thornton and maybe that one long pass that they had on third and long, this Russellville defense has done a fantastic job by not allowing Deshler to really get any momentum or any drives going.
I give the chain crew a shout out here at Deshler. They're certainly getting their steps in today. Their Nike watches, Apple watches are about to catch fire right now as much as they've had to move in this game. Thornton back at quarterback here for the Tigers. Gunn goes in motion on the right, and he's going to call his own number here over the left side. Cuts up field and will drag a defender to the 36-yard line. Pretty decent pickup there. 6-yard pickup and bring up second down and 4.
Yeah, I think if you're Deshler right now, you just want to get the drive off started on a good note, picking up some yards, making the second down a little easier, not putting yourself behind the chains.
As the coaches say, stay ahead of the sticks.
Stay ahead of the sticks.
Coming up on the 10-minute mark here in the first half. Roca goes in motion, and he gets the fly sweep, and he's got a lot of room. He's going to get the first down and more. Cuts up field, breaks a tackle. He's across the midfield stripe and brought down inside the 40-yard line. Official will mark him down at the 38. A great run by Roca and gets the Tigers into Golden Tiger territory.
Yeah, a little pop pass. You know, he's coming across in motion. He's got a full head of steam. Beats the guy to the corner, makes one guy miss. Puts Deshler into Russellville territory with an opportunity here to tie the game up.
Going no huddle here, working quickly is Deshler. Blitz coming here from the outside. Thornton will throw out to the flat as McKinney. He's going to make one man miss, doesn't make the second miss as he gets it to the 34-yard line.
You know, the wide receiver screen like that has become such a staple now, you know, in high school and college football. You see it every week. Out of this spread offense, just splitting receivers out, getting the ball in their hands, letting them try and make a guy miss and get positive yards.
Second down and 6 coming up for Deshler. 2 receivers to the right with a tight end and a wing. Now Thornton, and he had nowhere to go, and looks like a miscommunication there as he gets brought down at the 40-yard line. A little extracurricular here right in front of our broadcast booth as well. So a 6-yard loss actually brings up third down and 12 from the 40.
Yeah, nobody put a hand on Patrick Johnson. He's probably gonna ask here in the little huddle, hey, who had 0 for Russellville? Nobody even slowed him down.
I think it was supposed to be his running back Kendrick Gunn there, and that's the one he was pointing to. Third down and 12 coming up. Reed goes in motion. Thornton drops back, rolls out to his right. Throws to Reed just out of his reach. Falls incomplete, and now a fourth down coming up for Deshler.
Yeah, Reed just he ran his route and just kind of sat there. You can see Thornton trying to direct him to come in, and he just kind of sat right where he was. You know, when your quarterback's scrambling like that, you gotta either come to him or you got to go away from him. So you can't just sit where you are. You got to come present yourself up to him or kind of break it deep and let him try and hit you deep. And you can see Thornton, again, directing him, trying to get a little bit of space for him to make a completion and convert that third down.
Reed on to punt it away. Darren Jones back deep to return. Now 3 here on the play clock, and they do snap it. Reed, a high wobbly kick that will land at the 23 and go out of bounds right at the 23. So that's where the Golden Tigers will take over first down and 10, 8:07 remaining here in the first half. You know, he had such a good punt the first time, and then this one, I think he was, I really don't know. I think he was just trying to get it high in the air and get his guys around it instead of maybe the coffin corner.
And you can tell he kind of took his time a little bit there when he got the ball. Give his guys time to get down on the cover, and then he may try to hit it a little bit high to get it, and maybe missed it a little bit. But again, 23-yard line here for Russellville. not bad for a good position for Russellville or for Deshler's defense to maybe get a stop here and flip the field.
Davis up the middle, and he gets his best gain of the game so far. And they will mark him at the 28-yard line. A 5-yard pickup, 2nd down and 5 coming up on starting the 7th drive of the game here for Russellville.
Still 7.5 minutes remaining in the second quarter. We may be here at midnight, AJ.
Do NFL teams even have 7 drives in a game? The way their clock rolls in the NFL. 2nd down and 5 after Davis gets his best pickup of the game. Play action pass, throws out as an open man. Got the first down and more. Down to the 40-yard line. A really good connection there as the Golden Tigers move the sticks down to the 39. Goodwin finds his man, Bryson Cooper, for the first down.
Yeah, great job by Goodwin. Corners dropping off deep. Cooper just puts his foot in the ground, turns around. Great throw. First down, Russellville.
Golden Tigers going hurry up here. Goodwin hands off to Davis over the left side, cuts up, breaks a couple tackles, and will get it to the 43-yard line. That will bring up 2nd down, actually the 42, so brings up 2nd down and 7. And just not much room to run up the middle here, even on the edges for Russellville in this game.
No, that's another great play by Dayton Sanford. He's made several good plays tonight. He's got a nose for the ball. He seems to be in there on a lot of plays. Did a good job not keeping his outside shoulder free and forcing him back in and being there for the tackle.
10 seconds here on the play clock. 6:25 on the game clock. Goodwin. Toss out to Davis. And he is brought down at the original line of scrimmage, the 39-yard line, and another great defensive play by the Tigers.
Yeah, that's Warren Johnson from his outside linebacker, maybe strong safety position there, or free safety, and not letting him get going. Meeting him in the backfield, forcing him to make that first guy miss in the backfield. And now we've got a heat timeout.
So we will take that timeout with them here on the X Sports Network.
So it's been a pretty amazing journey with the Orion Amphitheater. The design was ambitious. It's pretty incredible, the caliber of artists that we've had through these doors. Bank Independent has been such a great partner because not only are they taking the stress of the finances off of our plate, but they're investing in us as we're investing in them. And I think that is a strong partnership. Obviously, they've done a fantastic job, and the spirit of what Bank Independent does is right there in the name.
At C&B Linen, fast, friendly, and reliable service is our promise to you. Because you're not just a customer, you're family. From multi-use linen to branded floor coverings and a complete range of cleaning supplies, C&B Linen is here to make sure you have everything you need. From our high-quality products to our fast, friendly, and reliable service, you'll experience the difference with C&B Linen. Because you're not just a client.
Out of the heat timeout, halfway through the second quarter. Russellville here with a 3rd down and 10. Good one back to pass. Here comes pressure, steps up. He's going to take off and eventually brought down at the 42-yard line. And Deshler going to force the punt here once again on the 7th drive of the game for Russellville.
Second great play in a row by Warren Johnson. Dropped into coverage, and as soon as the quarterback committed to the run, came up, make the tackle. 4th and 7 now for Russellville.
Yeah, it looks like Tomas back out to kick this one away. Had a lot of punts here from both sides in the game.
Yeah, and I did not expect that after the way we started with the first 2 drives and even the kickoff return with the penalty.
Reed with his heels on the 25-yard line. Snap back. Kick up. Wobbly line drive, and Reed fair catches it at the 32-yard line, and that's where Deshler will take over first down and 10. Today's game brought to you by Bank Independent. From kickoff to graduation, Bank Independent is on your side. Our customer scholarship provides 20% tuition support at UNA, giving local students the boost they need to win in the classroom and in life. Visit bibank.com/scholarship. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Yeah, AJ, this is a big drive for Deshler. They've got to get something going. They've got to get a little bit of momentum. It looks like we had a penalty on the punt.
Yeah, they're going to bring the
punt over here on the near sideline. Looked like a false start. So he's talking to Coach Malone now. We'll see what kind of options. I don't know if they want to repunt or.
I think they might do that. Or is this?
Or are they going to allow him to take it from where the fair catch was called? Yeah, that's what they're going to do. So instead of the 32, it'll be the 37-yard line for Deshler to start this drive. Flag was hidden over here by all the Deshler players on the sideline here, right in front of us.
First down and 10 here. I think we're still a bit blinded by the light show during the heat time.
That was pretty cool, though.
Yeah, it was really nice. I've seen a lot of stadiums starting to get that. First down and 10 from their own 37-yard line. Thornton back in the backfield. Hand off the Gun up the middle. And Gunn, not much room to run, and he maybe gets to the 38-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup, second down and 9 coming up.
Yeah, it is so hard as a running back to get ahead of steam going when you're taking the ball. You're already 4 or 5 yards deep in the end zone, and you got a guy right in front of you that you've got to make miss before you can ever get going. And again, that's 56, Andres Gaspar, from his nose guard position, just penetrating, disrupting the play before it can ever get going.
Russellville's defense has been just as good, if not better, than Deshler. They forced 2 turnovers, but it's been hard to run on them other than that first play. Speaking of that first play, Thornton going to call his own number. He's got a lot of room. He's going to take it into Golden Tiger territory and taken out of bounds and a little bit more at 15 yards at the 40-yard line. And that will take him deep near the red zone. Some good sportsmanship here by Deshler, not doing anything beyond that, just letting the man who committed the penalty just walk back to the huddle.
They're directing him which way.
Yeah, which way to go.
to go. I think, you probably could have had, I think they called a personal foul, but it looked like he may have even got his face mask as well.
So that will take it to the 25-yard line, and Deshler with their best chance since the first drive to tie this one up.
Yeah, you can't do that. I mean, you know where you are on the field. You can't give Deshler 15 more yards. You've played so good on defense so far. To give them an extra 15 yards and now get it on the 25-yard line.
Now Thornton on the rollout just throws it away. Does get it back to the line of scrimmage, so we'll bring up second down and 10. It's been hard to throw for Thornton in this game so far. He's just 2 of 9 for 26 yards.
Well, anytime you're dropping back and your back foot's hitting and you've already got pressure on you, it's going to be difficult, and we're seeing that in the run game and the pass game. Russell's doing a great job getting pressure, not letting anybody in the backfield get comfortable for Deshler.
4:10 remaining here in the half. Second down and 10 coming up for the Tigers. Gunn in the backfield along with Thornton, and he will go in motion to the left. Now Thornton going to call his own number on the quarterback draw and gets stacked up in the backfield. He's going to lose a pair of yards to the 27-yard line. Another great play by the Golden Tiger defense.
Yeah, it's hard right now for Deshler. Other than the couple of good plays by Thornton running the ball and that one long pass, they're being very stingy right now.
Daniel Aycock there on the stop in the backfield. Third down and 12 now coming up. 3:45 remaining here. Got 2 receivers to the left. Wing to the left, tight end to the right. Thornton calling out the Russellville defense. Looks like a blitz is coming here, and it does. Thornton now rolls out to his left. Pressure comes. He's going to throw, and it's going to hit the ground, intended for Reed, and a 4th down and 12 coming up.
Again, the pressure by Russellville. They brought the linebackers that time, too many people to block, and before Thornton can even get his feet set and make his progressions, he's having to scramble. It just makes it difficult as a quarterback.
Deshler now 0 of 6 on third down, 0 of 1 on fourth down, and because they're so deep in Golden Tiger territory, they're going to go for it here. Flipping the formation a bit with a receiver to each side, tight end to the left, wing to the right, with a tight end as well. Thornton straight drop back, good protection. He's going to lob it up for Reed, and Reed can make the catch. He wasn't in bounds if he did anyways. Pass falls incomplete, and Russellville will take over on their own 27-yard line. Good effort there by Reed, but his body was in the white and the ball just a little bit out of his reach. Almost made that one-handed catch and almost got that right foot down. So for the 8th time in this game, Russellville will bring out its offense. So Deshler, their best chance since the first drive, at a 6-play, 36-yard drive stall just outside of the red zone. 3:14 remaining here in the first half. Golden Tigers bringing the offense back on the field. Good one. Hand off to Davis up the middle. And Davis gets to the 30 and will get over to the 31-yard line. 4-yard pickup, 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Just not a lot of room for either teams to run inside the tackles.
And we have a equipment timeout. Yeah, I think we've.
Well, he was a little slow to get up.
Yeah, I see. So that will bring Devin Morris onto the field here for Russellville. Will be the new running back in the game.
He's a 5'10 junior.
And fakes the handoff, throws out the Devaney, and that one hits the ground. 3rd down and 6 now coming up for the Golden Tigers.
Did you expect this, AJ, after the way this game started? The defenses have really settled in, and I think both of them are doing a really good job right now.
I thought I was going back to my covering the old Big 12 days. We were about to have a 70-63 shootout here.
I thought I was going back to arena football, and we may have had something in the 80s.
Yeah. Oh, I miss arena football. So much fun. Good one, rolls out to his right. Here comes pressure from the outside, throws. Beautiful pass to Devaney. He makes the catch, and he's going to get it. I know it says he stepped out of bounds at the 46-yard line, but still enough for a Golden Tiger first down.
Yeah, he got completely lost in the coverage. Everybody bailed. Great throw while he's on the run.
And goes out of bounds. Stop the clock momentarily. 2:29 here on the clock. So one guy that Deshler really hasn't been able to account for has been Devaney. Handoff up the middle here to Morris, and he gets brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And another great play. And you guessed it, it's Jet Kerr again, 2nd down and 10.
You know, there's just some of those players that can find their way to the football, and I think Jet Kerr seems to be one of those players. He's going to make a lot of tackles for this Deshler Tiger team this year.
He reads it so well, and he's almost unblockable. It's like he knows what's coming, and he gets there quickly.
Well, you got to give his defensive linemen a lot of credit. You know, They're keeping guys off of him. He's free to kind of roam.
Play action pass, hits his man, he makes the catch, and the Tiger territory still on his feet, and will go down at the 40-yard line. Really good completion there to Bryson Cooper, and a first down for the Golden Tigers.
Yeah, that's several times now we've seen where Russell's been successful in the slot area, in the seams, right over the middle. That's just a simple slant route.
Good job. That play action. Goodwin does a really good job on that play action.
Yeah, well, that play action holds those linebackers and allows the receiver to get behind them right in front of the safeties.
Rolls out as Devaney again. He'll go out of bounds at the 37-yard line. 3-yard pickup, 2nd down and 7. Stops the clock with 1:22 remaining here in the half.
Russellville starting to get a little momentum, a little pep. A couple of completions in a row gets you moving, and now we're at 2nd and 6, 2nd and 7, very manageable. Still with 1:22 left here in the first quarter or the first half.
Davis back into the game. Goodwin throws out into the flat, and he will get across the 35 down to the 34-yard line. Making the catch for the Golden Tigers was Ben Pounders, I should say.
Yeah, he's in the slot. Again, it's just one of those, let's get it in his hands as quick as we can. See if he can make a guy miss.
3rd down and 4 coming up for Russellville. Under a minute left to play here in the half. There have been 2 of 6 on 3rd down. One of those 2 conversions have already come on this drive, now 50 seconds. They do have a timeout remaining. Good one. Play action, a lot of pressure, and he spins out of a bunch of it, tries to throw, but can't, and he's sacked at the 42-yard line, and we might have a face mask at the end of this one.
Yeah. I believe that's Sanford. He got his hand up in the face mask. We'll see if this is a 5. Well, either way, it's going to be a first down.
Right.
You know, in high school, we still have the 5 or the 15.
Good call by the officials, and this one will be enough for a first down.
Yeah, that's going to be a personal foul, 15-yard.
27-yard line.
You hate that. You hate that for him, for Sanford. You know, he's in good position, just gets his hand up. But, man, that's a big play for Russellville, getting a first down. The clock's running. I don't know if they know that the clock's running, but we're right at 30 seconds now in the first half.
Good one, play action, throws over the middle, hits the big fella, and he's going to get across the 20 down to the 18-yard line. Making the catch there was Jackson Smith. He's 2nd down and 1.
Clock running. We're down to 10 seconds.
And you get 1 timeout left, and he will spike it with 6.8 seconds left. It's 3rd down and 1. And Devaney will come back on the field. They have it in the red zone just a 2nd time. The other time they got it in the red, well, the 3rd time actually they've gotten in the red zone, and they've scored on both of those possessions.
You know, interesting decision here. I'm not sure what the kicker's range is, where he feels comfortable.
Basically, I mean, they're playing getting in the end zone here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure you have time here for 2 plays.
Good one drops back. Here comes pressure. This is probably going to be the final play of the half. And he's still moving around looking for somebody. Throws it to the sideline. Hits his intended receiver. That's Davis. Davis throws off one defender, but brought down at the 16-yard line. And that's going to be the final play of the half. So Goodwin rolls around a lot, and they don't get much out of it at the end of the day. And that will end the half there inside the red zone. So a good drive will eventually end to nothing here.
And something to look for Deshler here. I believe that's Jet Kerr down on the play. For Deshler. That's if that's who that is. Sam, I don't know if you can give us that replay again.
Yeah, that was certainly a wild play there.
But he gets his foot caught in the turf as Goodwin's taking it down, and you can see they're working on his right knee.
Yeah, we hope everything's okay and that's not a serious injury, but he is still down on the turf here. And again, they can't start the halftime clock until the player comes off the field here.
You know, if he's unable to play the second half, that's huge loss for this Deshler defense.
Also, and a lot of the coaches still down there with them, including head coach Patrick Malone. And they will get him up. That wasn't Reed.
It's not Kerr. That's 54.
Yep. So he is.
That's Phoenix Carpenter.
Yeah, Phoenix. Another big part of the
another
defense,
big part of that defense. Another one, but he's looks like he is jogging it off the field. So that's a
very good sign.
Yeah, good sign for Deshler and for Phoenix.
Yeah. So coming up next here, it's halftime. We'll have performances from the Russellville and Deshler band, including a weather report from Tennessee Valley Weather. That's here on the X Sports Network.
This is the X Sports Network.
So it's been a pretty amazing journey with the Orion Amphitheater. The design was ambitious. It's pretty incredible, the caliber of artists that we've had through these doors. Bank Independent has been such a great partner because not only are they taking the stress of the finances off of our plate, but they're investing in us as we're investing in them. And I think that is a strong partnership. Obviously, they've done a fantastic job, and the spirit of what Bank Independent does is right there in the name.
From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your sports forecast.
Well, a few showers are possible here as we head through this evening. Not very likely, but that chance does linger here over the next few hours, but we'll be mostly dry for tonight. Temperatures down to the upper 60s for our lows. That cooling trend will only continue over the next several days. Notice across the area, you really don't see too many of those showers, just spotty across the area. For tomorrow, though, we do have that chance of some isolated thunderstorms, so maybe keep that umbrella on hand if you have some outdoor weekend plans. Highs in the upper 80s, near 90. Once again. So I do think some of us will see some heavy downpours there for tomorrow and as well Sunday too. So this weekend we'll see some isolated thunderstorm activity, but big changes coming up in the forecast. So if you have any outdoor plans, games, practices to look out for Monday, Tuesday, and beyond, I think we're going to be dry and we're going to be cooler. Look at those temperatures near 80, maybe even upper 70s with lows in the upper 50s.
It's one of our biggest sales of the year, the Storing Lee Furniture Labor Day Sale. Come shop our 3-acre showroom with Labor Day savings throughout. We have a huge amount of furniture in stock and ready to be delivered, featuring famous name brand furniture from all over the world. And all in-stock outdoor furniture is on sale now. Plus our huge selection of mattresses in stock and ready to go. Plus 0% financing is available and free delivery too. Don't you miss the Storing Lee Furniture Labor Day Sale.
Well, I think Fame and Muscle Shoals Music is here because we're fiercely independent. We've been doing business with Bank Independent since the 70s, and to know that they've got our back, it means a lot. We've always been there, and it's always just been a phone call away.
Major Logan Marshall. For halftime entertainment, the Marching Hundred will be performing a portion of their 2025 production, Divas, featuring I Like It by Cardi B, and Havana by Camila Cabello. Ladies and gentlemen, the Russellville High School Marching Hundred. Ladies and gentlemen, the Russellville High School Marching 100.
Deshler Marching Tigers. The band is under the direction of Chad Pennington and Marcus Hardy. Drum major is Garrett Wagner. Other student leaders include Abby Vernon, Abby Thomas, Angel Butler, Emma Beck, Emily Westmoreland, Miranda Willingham, Caleb Cox, Peyton Richardson, and Hunter Letson. Tonight, under the Friday Night Lights, a story unfolds. A story of the open frontier, of wide skies, dusty trails, and an outlaw who could never be tamed. Deshler High School proudly presents their 2025 halftime production entitled Desperado, featuring powerful original works and the haunting strains of House of the Rising Sun. Saddle up and ride with the Deshler Marching Tigers. Drum major Garrett Wagner. Is your band ready? Ladies and gentlemen, the Deshler Marching Tigers.
Imagine a bank where you feel at home. Real people living right here in your community are the heart of Bank Independent and everything we do. You have our commitment to bring the people, ideas, and resources together that create a stronger community full of endless potential. For over 75 years, we've served this place we all call home. Bank Independent. We're invested in you.
There are now more ways to save at Quick Mart. Become a Quick Club member and easily earn rewards on qualifying purchases at Quick Mart convenience stores using the Quick Club app, available in the Apple App Store and Google Play. To save on fuel for work, use the Fuel Rewards Pro app to earn 5 cents a gallon on work fill-ups and redeem the savings for yourself. To get started, visit fuelrewards.com/pro or download the app in the Apple App Store and Google Play.
At C&B Linen, fast, friendly, and reliable service is our promise to you. Because you're not just a customer, you're family. From multi-use linen to branded floor coverings and a complete range of cleaning supplies, C&B Linen is here to make sure you have everything you need. From our high-quality products to our fast, friendly, and reliable service, you'll experience the difference with C&B Linen. Because you're not just a client, you're part of our family. You'll be winning with C&B Linen.
It's one of our biggest sales of the year, the Storingly Furniture Labor Day Sale. Come shop our 3-acre showroom with Labor Day savings throughout. We have a huge amount of furniture in stock and ready to be delivered, featuring famous name brand furniture from all over the world. And all in-stock outdoor furniture is on sale now. Plus our huge selection of mattresses in stock and ready to go. Plus 0% financing is available and free delivery too. Don't you miss the Storingly Furniture Labor Day Sale.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
And back here at Deshler, where Russellville leads their rivals in Deshler 14-7 to one half of play. AJ Good here with Ashley Balch as we will take a look at the first half stats, starting first with the Golden Tigers. 12 at first downs. They had 153 yards on 36 plays, 3 of 8 on third down, 1 of 1 on fourth down. They also had 7 penalties for 45 yards in the first half. For Deshler, 5 at first downs. They had 158 yards on 26 plays, 4 penalties for 50 yards, 0 of 6 on third down, 0 of 2 on fourth down in the game. Take a look at the leaders. Rushing-wise for Deshler, Price Thornton, 7 carries, 93 yards in the score. Miguel Roca, 3 rushes, 32 yards. Armani McClennan, 2 carries, 14 yards. Kendrick Gunn, 3 carries, -7 yards. For Russellville, Taurus Davis, 10 carries, 20 yards. Devin Morris, 1 carry, no yards. Wick Goodman, 4 carries for -6 yards. Russellville's Wick Goodman, 6 of 21, 136 yards, 2 touchdowns and an interception. And Price Thornton for Deshler, 2 of 11, 26 yards and a interception. Rita McKinney with the receptions for Deshler. For Russellville, Connor Devaney, 6 receptions, 51 yards and a touchdown. Daniel Aycock, 2 receptions, 40 yards. Bryson Cooper, 2 receptions, 25 yards. Jackson Smith, Kiefer Hallmark, Taurus Davis, and Ben Powders each with a reception. So it's 14-7, and I guess, Ashley, people will tune in and go, well, I guess we had 3 really good drives. Well, no, we had 1 decent drive, a big play, and a turnover turned into points, and that's why it's 14-7, and each side had 8 drives in the first half.
Yeah, as you were reading through some of those stats, what kind of stuck out to me is we're very even. I mean, both teams are right there. So that one fumble that Deshler had midway through the first quarter that gave Russellville fantastic field position, they were able to punch it in on that tip pass, is really the difference of the game. And, you can have to go back and look, but I think there was only 20 total rushing yards for Russellville. So Deshler's defense has done a fantastic job.
Yeah, 17.
Yeah, so,
Yeah.
you know, again, it comes down to, I think it was an old Bear Bryant saying, you know, you play this game and you run all the 36, one team had 36 plays, you run all these plays, but a handful of plays are going to make a difference in the game.
Yeah.
And right now, that fumble for Deshler that gave Russellville great field position has really been the difference in this game, or we're looking at probably 7-7.
Yeah. Points off turnovers. It really is the difference. It's a big stat. So on to kick it away here is Daniel Ailcock. No, excuse me, that's Tomas to kick it away. And boots it to the left side, and McKinney will make the catch at the 15-yard line. Cuts a field. He's got a hole, a big hole across the 45, and takes it in the Golden Tiger territory. We get brought down at around the 47-yard line. A really good return there by Brady McKinney.
Yeah, that's exactly what Deshler needed here to get the second half started. Great field position. Need to get something going on offense. They've got to get some consistency with the running game and avoid those penalties. They got to stop getting behind the chains and making it tougher on themselves.
Best starting field position here for Deshler in the game. First down and 10 from the Golden Tiger 46-yard line. Thornton back on the field here at quarterback. Got a new running back beside him this time, Skylar Kindle. Flip the formation. A lot of motion there from the tight ends in the wing. And Kendall's going to get the handoff on the right side. He's got room across the 35-30. He will muscle his way into the red zone and stumbles and add probably some more on the end of it as he goes down to the 16-yard line.
I think we're going to have another face mask. It's going to be a 5-yard.
It's a 30-yard gain and add a little bit more here. And that will move him even deeper into Golden Tiger territory.
It's the first time we've seen Kendall in at running back, AJ. Even last week in our Jamboree game, had not seen him. He's gonna looks like he's gonna be playing both ways here in the second half. But what a great run.
30-yard gain. The penalty moves up 5 yards. First down and 10 from the 11. Kendall gets a handoff up the middle, and he will make his way down to the 9-yard line. 2-yard pickup. Second down and 8 from the 9. So they can get a first down if they make it to the 1. But basically you're in second and goal territory right here.
Yeah, not sure if Gunn is maybe banged up a little bit or if we just want to get
try a spark.
Yeah, and you know, Kendall looks like he may be a little more of a physical runner. Maybe get between those tackles a little bit better. Had nobody covering the receiver on this side.
Yeah, and he moved on the play there. It's going to be a false start and knock him back 5 yards.
And this is what we've been talking about.
Those little nicks, and that was they had him offline.
Yeah, had nobody lined up.
Yeah. Takes it to the 14, second down and 13 from the 14 now. And for Deshler, that's now 5 penalties for 55 yards. Russellville now with 8 penalties for 60 yards. I think we had last night between Muscle Shoals and Gadsden City a combined 10 in the whole game. Hand off here to Kendall over the right side. Stays on his feet, and he will get it to the 10, a 4-yard pickup, and third down and 9 coming up.
Yeah, you can see it's a little bit of a different running game with Kendall in. A little bit more between the tackles, a little more physical. As opposed to Gunn, who maybe is a little bit quicker, likes to get the ball outside a little bit better.
Third down and 9 from the 10. Thornton drops back. Rolls out to his left. Here comes the pressure, and he is sacked at the 24-yard line. A great job there by the Golden Tiger defense.
That's Patrick Johnson again.
He just went back 15 yards in the wrong direction. Fourth down coming up here.
You know, Deshler is they just can't keep the pressure from Russellville. They're not, you know, Johnson doesn't have a time to get his feet set and to read the defense when he drops back to pass.
4th down again. They're 0 for 2 so far. Thornton, here comes pressure now.
Again,
rolls out to his right. Have to make something happen. Chucks it into the end zone, but that one lands on the track. And Russellville, a great job by their defense. They are fired up on that sideline. Take over 1st down and 10 from their own 25-yard line. So not the way, especially the way the drive started. They wanted to end that drive deep in Golden Tiger territory. Today's game brought to you by Bank Independent. Every great team has a winning strategy. Bank Independent's treasury solutions are built to help the business run faster, smarter, and stronger. Learn more at bibank.com. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. So Wig Goodwin brings the offense on the field here for Russellville at their own 25-yard line. Taurus Davis behind him in the backfield. Davis gets the handoff. He wiggles his way through across the 30, still going, and down to the 34-yard line. A 9-yard pickup, 2nd down and 1 coming up.
Great patience, waiting for that hole to open up and then hit it when it does. Big 9-yard pickup. Now we got a man down.
Injured Golden Tiger here on the play. And that might be Davis.
That is Davis.
Sitting up here. You know, they didn't have much success at all through the first 7 drives and running the ball here, Ashley. But the last drive, when they went right down the field, they got the running game going a little bit, and then he gets a 9-yard pickup, and then unfortunately comes up with a cramp here.
Yeah, it looks like a cramp. They're working that lower calf and giving him some high-quality H2O.
There you go, Bobby Boucher. Maybe one of the best football movies of all time. It's underrated in my book. It's very underrated. Is it dumb? Yes, but do we like it? Absolutely, we do.
It's hard to pass by on the channel when it's on.
Oh yeah, it's as the old phrase goes, it's a rewatchable. And that's the ultimate test. If a movie is good or something is good, if you scrolling on TV or now on any streaming device and you see it, are you stopping to watch
stop on it?
Yeah. He's not liking the cramp right
now,
as you can tell here. He's hitting the turf. And we saw a couple of them last night. I think this is only maybe the first or second.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing another one tonight. So again, you and Jacob talked about it last night. It's hot, but it's not as hot as it has been earlier this week. So they're getting a little bit of a break, but again, it's still August in Alabama. So you're going to have some heat and some humidity, and the thing about those cramps is once you get them, they're really hard to
get rid of them.
You may get it worked out, but the next time you stretch that muscle, it's going to pop right back in there. So he's going to have to get some fluids over there on the sideline.
They're running back into the game, Devin Morris. 2nd down and 1. And Morris gets a handoff. He'll get the 1st down and more. Powers his way across the 40. He's still on his feet, getting a good push across the 45, and they'll give him forward progress to the 46-yard line. So he comes in, gets the 1st down and more for the Golden Tigers.
Looks like Coach Dustin Goodwin may have challenged his offensive line at halftime.
Because they are getting a great push up.
2 really good running plays to open this second half.
8:30 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. First drive of the second half for the Golden Tigers. Their 9th of the game. And Goodwin fumbles the snap, and Johnny on the spot there was Morris to dive on it, and a 3-yard loss. Not what you want to see in that situation.
No, it was a low snap, but it looked like Goodwin may have pulled his head up a little bit quick to read the defense. It looked like an RPO maybe. He was trying to get his read in his eyesight quicker and took his eyes off the ball.
And when you're wanting to get and play with some tempo here and get that offensive line going, the last thing you need to do is muff the snap. Goodwin now hands off to Morris up the middle, and I think they're going to stack him up there at the 45. So 3rd down and 11 coming up.
Yeah, when you have a play like that on 1st down, AJ, and you get behind the chains, not only you're behind the chains, but you've lost a play. Mm-hmm. Your play has backed you up, so now here we are. You've been moving the ball well, and one play can now put you at a long 3rd and 10, 3rd and 11.
Golden Tigers 3 of 8 on 3rd down in the first half. Now look at the sideline. 10 on the play clock, 7:10 on the game clock.
We may have to use a timeout. Yep,
Yeah,
timeout Russellville.
Well, they used a lot of their timeouts in the first half early on. They used their first here of the second half. 6:57 remaining. We'll take the break with them here on the X Sports Network.
For over 75 years, we've served this place we all call home. Bank Independent. We're invested in you.
There are now more ways to save at Quick Mart. Become a Quick Club member and easily earn rewards on qualifying purchases at Quick Mart convenience stores using the Quick Club app, available in the Apple App Store and Google Play. To save on fuel for work, use the Fuel Rewards Pro app to earn 5 cents a gallon on work fill-ups and redeem the savings for yourself. To get started, visit fuelrewards.com/pro or download the app in the Apple App Store and Google Play.
Well, I think Fame and Muscle Shoals Music is here because we're fiercely independent. We've been doing business with Bank Independent since the 70s, and to know that they've got our back, it means a lot. We've always been there, and it's always been a phone call away.
Russellville has used their first timeout. They have a 3rd down and 11 from their own 45-yard line. Goodwin drops back. Here comes pressure. Avoids a sack, but fumbles the football, falls on it at the 34-yard line, and Kendall on the play on the sack, and that will bring the punt unit on for the Golden Tigers.
How fast did Kendall get in the backfield when he committed?
I mean, he must have ramped it up to 35 miles an hour right there, because it's like he had pressure. He looks like he's going to have a lot of time to throw the ball, then boom, he gets in there in a heartbeat.
He was shot out of a cannon, and Goodwin had nowhere to go with it.
Tomas on to punt it away here for Russellville. 6:15 remaining here in the third quarter. Golden Tigers still up 7. Snap back, and it's low. He struggles with it and did get it away. It might be the best punt he's had so far. That will fall. Rolls,
great
continues
bounce.
to roll inside the 30. And it will come to a stop at the 27-yard line. So he comes away with the best punt that he's had so far here today on unforeseen circumstances is a good way to put it.
Yeah, and the snap is taking a long time to get back to him. If I'm Deshler, I may be thinking about the next time Russellville has to punt, I may send the house. If it continues like this and you need to make a play, make some momentum.
And we will go to our third quarter heat timeout. We'll take it with them here on the X Sports Network.
Well, I think Fame and
Bank Independent has been such a great partner because not only are they taking the stress of the finances off of our plate, but they're investing in us as we're investing in them. And I think that is a strong partnership. The spirit of what Bank Independent does.
There are now more ways to save at Quick Mart. Become a Quick Club member and easily earn rewards on qualifying purchases at Quick Mart convenience stores using the Quick Club app, available in the Apple App Store and Google Play. To save on fuel for work, use the Fuel Rewards Pro app to earn 5 cents a gallon on work fill-ups and redeem the savings for yourself. To get started, visit fuelrewards.com/pro or download the app in the Apple App Store and Google Play.
Out of our third quarter media or heat timeout, 5:55 remaining. Russellville leading Deshler 14-7. Tigers have the ball on their own 27-yard line. A.J. Good joined by Ashley Botch here for our first Friday night high school football game here of the season. As Thornton will go up the middle, makes a couple guys miss, still on his feet, still going, will take it down to the 48-yard line. Another good first down run, and the Tiger offense back in business once again.
Another great run by Thornton, That's been their offense right now.
A 21-yard pickup here to the 48. They got deep into Golden Tiger territory on their last drive. A really good run there by Thornton once again. Actually, that wasn't Thornton. That was new quarterback into the game.
Wow.
That is Bryson Williams. So he's the one that made the run. Now hand off here to Gunn.
Back in.
Gunn will take it to the 45-yard line. Decent pickup of 7 yards. They're going to bring up second down and 3.
It's an interesting little development here, AJ. And maybe we're just looking for a spark. Maybe that's Coach Malone's thinking is.
We got another injured Deshler player here down on the turf as they've gotten in Russellville territory at the 45-yard line. And he is up and good to go. It's Miguel Roca. That was might have been just another cramp.
It could have been another cramp. We're getting later in the game. And
I had one of my high school football coaches. He would always call the third quarter early in the season the cramping hour.
That's it. I can remember my head coach, Coach Don Woods in high school, saying we'll see who takes care of their bodies during the week and the day before the game when it comes to this time of the game. And that's what it is. They've got him down on the sideline working out a cramp. So good news for them. It's just a cramp, nothing else.
2nd down and 3. Williams rolls out to his left. Has an open man, and he makes the catch at the 35 down to the 31-yard line. Bryson McKinney makes the catch and a 1st down for Deshler.
He found that soft spot in the zone and sat down. Great throw.
Really good pickup. That's a 14-yard pickup. Brady McKinney on the play and a 1st down and 10 at the Golden Tiger 31. It's back-to-back drives here, Ashley. The Deshlers put together something pretty good here.
Yeah, and we talked about it. They just got to find a way to finish.
Williams now calls his own number, and this time Russellville was waiting for it. He does get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 10 coming up.
Yeah, I think Deshler's going to have to find a way to get the linebackers from Russellville from committing so soon. They are, there's been no play fakes that are holding them. They're coming. When the ball is snapped, they're filling the gaps. They're not worried about anything getting over their head.
And they're getting untouched. No one's putting the body on them, getting a hand on them, and it makes life in the backfield not fun.
We've called Braxton Duncan's name a lot. Also, Kiefer Hallmark doing a great job from those linebacker spots.
Pop pass. And he will get right to the line of scrimmage again. Nowhere to run and no gain. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 10 as he hit Camden Fuller there on the play.
Sometimes you have a defensive player that maybe doesn't make the play, but they cause the play to be a negative play or nothing, and that was the exact case right there with Russellville.
Yeah, he cut up there, and it made him
he just cut it off and forced it back in.
Williams rolls out to his left, a lot of pressure. He's going to lob it up, and this one's going to be intercepted by Jones again, and he's going to run this one out of the end zone, and he might have a whole caravan of white jerseys. Gets tripped up and brought down at the 19-yard line. And the 3rd turnover of the game for Deshler, and it comes at another bad time as they will give him forward progress to the 20.
Yeah, Darren Jones just dropping back, ball well overthrown. Makes a great play. His momentum took him into the end zone. Had a little bit of room over here, but again, we're Deshler's moving the ball now in the second half. They're getting down into Russellville territory. They just can't seem to finish a drive.
That's Russellville defense. Just when you think they get some momentum, they start moving the ball on them. Next thing you know, turnover or a sack or a.
It's a bend but don't break. They're give them some credit. They're standing up when they need to.
Good one back behind center. Hand off to Morris up the middle. And Morris tripped up, brought down at the 22. 2-yard pickup, 2nd down and 8 coming up.
Really impressed, AJ, with both of these defensive fronts and the way they're able to step up and fill those middle runs.
We mentioned it before. Russellville's got some big bodies down there. Deshler's got some big bodies as well. We've got quite the battle going on in the trenches here. And working almost a 3-3-5 stack. I think that's the defense they have here. As Goodwin will throw out to the flat. Devaney makes the catch. Makes a man miss. He's got the 1st down and more. And he will get taken out of bounds at the 37-yard line and a 1st down and 10 for the Golden Tigers.
Yep, trips to the right. Middle guy just runs a little swing route, hits him in stride, make one guy miss, and pick up the 1st down.
Devaney has been the constant as far as receiver goes for both sides, and whether it be the play action pop passes or the screen passes. He's been the only one to have a lot of success in the passing game here. Morse goes in motion out to the left. Goodwin going to call his own number up the middle and brought down at the 41-yard line. 4-yard pickup, 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Yeah, and I don't see Phoenix Carpenter out there on defense. He is. I do see him on the sideline. He's got his helmet on. He's standing with the coaches. Just have to see if he can get back in the second half. That's a key spot for this Deshler defense.
Yeah, he was hurt there at the end of the half, and it's good to see him out there. Doesn't look like to be a serious injury. Morse gets a handoff up the middle and stacked up and still on his feet, but
nowhere to go.
Nowhere to go there. He will pick up a yard to the 42-yard line.
Great job holding the line of scrimmage and then pursuing. You know, he had a little chance there to break away, but there's a lot of red hats chasing him.
It was Dante Porter eventually brought him down after he broke the tackle. So a 3rd down and 5 coming up here for the Golden Tigers. 3 of 10 on 3rd down so far tonight as we're getting ready to come up on a minute left here in the 3rd quarter.
Big play here for Deshler's defense, AJ. They got to get off the field right here and get the ball back to their offense.
3 on the play clock. Goodwin now rolls out to his left. A lot of pressure, a lot of red jerseys on his tail here, but he's going to get out of it. He's got a lot of room if he takes advantage, and he will get the 1st down, and they will mark him out at the 49-yard line. Enough for a Golden Tiger 1st down.
Deshler's defense had him right where they wanted him.
Oh, actually, they're going to mark him a yard short here. The 46. I thought he went out at around the 48.
That official on that side was right there.
Yeah, has a better view of it than we do.
He does.
And he goes out of bounds. 47 seconds and a 4th down coming up here for Russellville. They are 1 of 1 so far. Now makes them 3 of 11 on 3rd down.
See what they decide to do. You know, Devin Moore still in the backfield.
And he'll get the handoff up the middle and will get just enough for a 1st down.
He's going to have it.
To the 48-yard line. That extra effort there, Ashley, is what pushed him over the top there to get that 1st down.
Yards are just so hard to come by on the middle of both these defenses.
Are they're looking at it here. I thought there will be enough. I thought so. Thought that for a moment there they might have to break out the change. It does turn out to get just enough for the 1st down. So this will, if they run it here, probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And with that trips formation here to the left. Throws a screen out into the flat, gets it into Tiger territory. Still going down to the 43-yard line. On the catch, Ben Pounders gets it in the Deshler territory.
Pounders has had a good game from that slot. That's several of those little swings, and I think a couple of the little seam slants that he has caught and gotten good yardage for this Golden Tiger offense.
2nd down and 1, and that will take us into the 4th quarter. So when we return, Russellville will continue their drive. That's next on the X Sports Network.
So it's been a pretty amazing journey with the Orion Amphitheater. The design was ambitious. It's pretty incredible, the caliber of artists that we've had through these doors. Bank Independent has been such a great partner because not only are they taking the stress of the finances off of our plate, but they're investing in us as we're investing in them. And I think that is a strong partnership. Obviously, they've done a fantastic job, and the spirit of what Bank Independent does is right there in the name.
For over 75 years, we've served this place we all call home. Bank Independent. We're invested in you.
Back here at Deshler, where they trail Russellville 14-7. They're getting ready to start the 4th quarter. AJ Good here with Ashley Balch, and Ashley got some scores, from around the Shoals here so far tonight.
Yeah, a couple of score updates here. Mars Hill leads Madison Academy 44-20. That's in the 3rd quarter. Central leads Colbert County 21-14, also in the third. West Point 17, Haleyville 6. Decatur Heritage 29, Sheffield 25. That's at the half. And also at third quarter, we've got Hillcrest of Tuscaloosa 28 and Florence 7.
All right. Some good ones there going tonight. We had a couple good ones as well. Lauderdale County defeating Lexington down to the wire in that game. Second down and 1 coming up for Russellville as we start the fourth quarter. Goodwin drops back. Rolls out to his right. He's got some decent protection. Throws intercepted! And he's down at the 43-yard line. And a big turnover here from Deshler, making the interception to Tavius Sanford.
He has been all over the field. I believe that's Dayton Sanford. I think
Dayton
that's 35.
Sanford, okay. Only the closest one I had was a 36.
He has been all over the field for this Tiger defense tonight.
What a big turnover, just the second by Russellville tonight, and both of them coming via the interception. First down and 10, 11:50 left, a 14-7 Russellville lead, and now back at quarterback is Thornton. Throws it out to the flat, almost intercepted. And getting upfield and making something that has almost came out of nothing there was Armeni McClendon as he gets it to the 48-yard line, a 6-yard pickup. That was awfully close. Russellville's coaching staff really wanting to have at least get a hand on it.
I think they knew what was coming, and that's a good job of coaching. You've coached the kid up, and boy, he was just a hair away from making a great play.
Clinton now gets the handoff and brought down right at the midfield stripe.
Ashton Hester with a great tackle there for Russellville from defensive end position.
Third down and 3 coming up here.
Another score real quick, AJ. Belgreen leads Shoals Christian 27-0.
Okay. Second half, I would take it there. Third down and 3 here for the Tigers.
Yeah, I can't imagine very many games being later than us.
And Thornton
just nothing there.
Gets a yard. Now it's going to bring up fourth down. So he does get it into Russellville territory.
No hesitation from Coach Malone.
No, not in this. You're down a score late in the game, and it's not like the first half. These possessions are starting to be really hard to come by here. Both teams running the ball pretty effectively. Fourth down and 2.
And your defense have played well, so.
They're 0 of 3 on fourth down, 0 of 12 in get off the field situations, 0 of 9 on third, 0 of 3 on fourth. Thornton drops back, throws, tipped, and great defense there by Russellville. And once again on fourth down, they will get off the field, and this time with great field position.
It's got to be frustrating for this Deshler offense.
And we talked about it, Ashley. We saw it last week in against Mars Hill in that jamboree. Offense would get going, then they get to a point and something holds them up. And the same thing outside of that first play from Thornton has been happening here tonight.
Yeah, and you got to give Russellville's defense a lot of credit. They are running to the ball. They're filling gaps, getting their hands up on short passes and getting deflections. So you got to give them a lot of credit for how that defense is playing.
First down and 10 from their own 49. Taurus Davis back and running back here for the Golden Tigers. He gets the handoff up the middle and just nothing going as he will get it to the.
Guess who?
Yep. It's our boy, Jet Kerr there. And no gain on the play. Second down and 10 coming up. I wish I could do better at keeping tackle statistics, but he is just all over the place here. Second down and 10 coming up. Clock at 9:35 remaining in the game.
Samuel, we got to work on getting a teleprompter so that we can draw up here.
Yeah. Oh, you mean a Statcaster? Handoff here to Davis over the right side, and he squirts through. And he will get it down to the 43-yard line. That's where he said his knee went down. And he will be 2 yards short, and we do have another injured Deshler Tiger on the play.
It's 27 for Deshler that's down. It's Marlon Woods.
And that is the way they're working on it.
It's probably going to be another cramp.
Another cramp.
I know his defensive captain and middle linebacker, Skylar Kendall, there didn't want him to lay down there. He was trying to get him up as soon as he went down.
Yeah. Clock stops at 9:08 here, remaining in the game. Today's game brought to you by Bank Independent. Make your next move a home field advantage with Bank Independent's mortgage lending team. Local expertise, local decisions. That's how we win together. Learn more at bibank.com. Equal housing lender. Member FDIC. And oops, and there went my phone. I was getting, see what happens? I try to give a score update and I just fumble everything. That's why I played offensive and defensive line. Score updates over in Tennessee across the state line. Rivalry game. Lawrence County leading Summertown 28-14 with 5:30 remaining in that one. Summertown led for most of the game, but the Wildcats pretty good charge there and might be giving head coach Garrick Barnett his first career win. 3rd down and 2 coming up here for the Golden Tigers as Deshler loads the box. Davis the handoff up the middle, and he will do enough. Really good job there. Bounces to the 39 and enough for a Russellville first down.
Yeah, his first option there was filled up. He did a good job of being patient, sliding to his right just a little bit, finding a crease and getting the first down for Russellville.
Moves the sticks, and most importantly here, Ashley, continues to move the clock.
Yeah, you know, if you can go down and put some points on the board here, you're really putting Deshler 2 scores down and not a lot of time left.
16th first down for Russellville. Hand off to Davis over the left side. Cuts up, but not much going as he gets right back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 10 coming up.
Yeah, Bryson Williams stepped up, forced him back inside. Had plenty of help back in there.
And we've seen a lot of different runs here from Russellville. They're trying everything they can. Deshler the same way to get something going here offensively.
We've talked about it. There's just not a lot there. Really good work by both defenses.
If you would have told me all of our points would have come in the
first 5 minutes of the game.
First 5 minutes, I would have called you crazy. Smith goes in motion. It's play action. Rolls out. Covered well. Here comes the pressure. Throws over the middle. And Aycock will make the catch at the 27-yard line. And a first down here for the Golden Tigers again.
Great catch.
Yeah, incredible catch. They do mark it at the 27. It's enough for a Golden Tiger first down, make it 17 on the game.
Really good play by Aycock. Just breaking his route off for his quarterback to throw back across his body and pick up the first down.
His 3rd catch now. 52 yards receiving for Aycock. Hand off to Davis up the middle. And stacked up and does fight his way to the 24-yard line. 3-yard pickup, 2nd down and 7 coming up. Davis, so far tonight, 16 carries for 47 yards, and the bulk of that coming here in the second half.
It has come here in the second half. I think he had 10 carries and 20 yards at the half. So,
offensive line making some adjustments here. Clock continues to roll. 6:20 here remaining. 15 on the play clock. Russellville shouldn't be in really any hurry here, deep in Deshler territory. Pop pass and a whistle will blow and a penalty flag on the play and a false start. One of those nicks, one of those cuts sends him 5 yards backwards. And we'll take him back to the Tiger 29. So it says 2nd down and 7. It's 2nd down and 12, and they're behind the sticks again.
I think we're going to have our 4th quarter heat timeout right here, AJ.
Yep, 6:11 remaining in the game. We'll take the break with them here on the X Sports Network.
At C&B Linen, fast, friendly, and reliable service is our promise to you. Because you're not just a customer, you're family. From multi-use linen to branded floor coverings and a complete range of cleaning supplies, C&B Linen is here to make sure you have everything you need. From our high-quality products to our fast, friendly, and reliable service, you'll experience the difference with C&B Linen. Because you're not just a client, you're part of our family. You'll be winning with C&B Linen.
Well, I think Fame and Muscle Shoals music is here because we're fiercely independent. In the early days, it was hard because it was hard for banks to get their head around, we're going to give these hippies some money to go make music. We've been doing business with Bank Independent since the 70s, and to know that they've got our back, it means a lot, and it just kind of takes the stress off of doing business day to day. They've always been there, and it's always been a phone call away.
6:11 remaining in the game as we come out of the fourth quarter heat timeout. Second down and 12 here for Russellville as they lead Deshler 14-7. Goodwin, play action pass. Now rolling out to his left, throws over the middle, and penalty flag down in and out of the hands of Smith. Good defense there.
Yeah, I think we're going to have an illegal man downfield for Russellville.
There's a lot of them downfield.
Yeah, when the umpire turns and there's a guy past him, there's a good chance you're going to get an ineligible man downfield. I think looks like there's 2 or 3 there for Russellville.
Yeah, when you see nothing but white jerseys next to the guy about to catch the ball, it's not a good thing. So that will take him back to the 34-yard line. They were inching closer to the red zone, and now they just go backwards. Second down and 17 coming up, 5:53 remaining. Had a good drive going after another fourth down stop, and they're just heading the wrong direction. Devaney goes in motion. Goodwin drops back, a screen pass here to Devaney over the middle, and he's got a lot of room, the 25, and gets brought down at the 20-yard line, and but a penalty flag here on the play.
What a great play design, though, by Russellville.
And another illegal man downfield. So that's going to take him back to the 39-yard line.
Yeah, and, if the ball is completed behind the line of scrimmage, then your lineman can, of course, get downfield. But that was past the line of scrimmage. So that's back-to-back legal men downfield for Russellville. Now with 2nd and 23.
You have false start and 2 illegal men downfield, and now it's 2nd down and 22. Clock is still rolling, 5:15 remaining.
Yeah, they are burning time off the clock.
Devaney in motion. Goodwin drops back. Throws over the left side and almost intercepted again. Jones, the intended receiver, falls incomplete, stops the clock with 5:03 remaining. Goodwin now 19 of 26, 172 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions.
Sanford with another great play, dropping back into coverage. Did a really good job reading the quarterback's eyes.
For the first time tonight, Russellville here, Ashley going 5 wide, 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left.
See if Deshler brings pressure. They don't.
Nope, rushing 3. Goodwin now going to take off. And he's going to get across the 25 and down to the 21-yard line. A really good run by Goodwin. And this time there's not a yellow hanky on the field.
No yellow flag, and we'll see what Russellville does here.
A 18-yard pickup there.
Yeah, it's going to bring up 4th and 4.
Yeah.
Good job of blocking downfield.
Yeah. But sometimes the price you pay rushing 3 in that situation. Yeah. He did go out of bounds, stops the clock with 4:52 remaining, and looks like they might be bringing the field goal unit here on the field.
No, it looks like they're bringing in a heavy package.
No, they got.
They're okay.
Tomas back to kick it here.
38-yard field goal.
Snap back, kick is up. The kick is no good. Wide left, and Deshler takes over 1st down and 10 with 4:47 remaining.
That's what they needed. Kept it to a one-score game.
You know, they kind of brought him out late and kind of rushed it because there was 2 on the play clock when they snapped the ball. And they will take over first down and 10 from the 20.
You know, they've got to go 80 yards now and really haven't been able to put a complete drive together. We've seen spurts, but they're going to have to put it together right here.
Passing-wise, Deshler is 5 of 17 for 46 yards and 2 interceptions here tonight. Thornton will be the quarterback here, trying to go for the game-tying drive. Drops back, throws. Reed makes the catch, and they says he has it right shy of the yard to gain, a 9-yard pickup.
Great job knowing where the sideline is.
And he just got that foot down in time. 2nd down and 1, stops the clock, 4:41. Official right on top of it as Tigers getting on the ball, trying to work quickly. And they do. Quick throw. Hits McKinney. McKinney's got the first down, lowers his head and takes it down right to the 39-yard line. A 10-yard pickup and a Deshler first down.
He was not going to step out of bounds.
And injured Golden
Russellville player.
Yeah, injured Golden Tiger here on the play. And now they're going to send everyone to the respective, all of Russellville is.
Can't tell from here who it.
It's a cramp. This is the first one for them tonight that I can really remember. Well, at least they did it. It would be legal in the new college rules, where you do it before the ball's spotted,
Yeah, that's going to be a big adjustment for a lot of teams, I think, on
a lot of teams.
How this injury is going to play out. I'm sure Lane Kiffin's
going to find a way. He's going to find a way.
He'll find a rule.
I was at that Tennessee-Alabama game last year at Neyland Stadium where you literally watched Alabama coaches tell the guys, just get down. First down and 10 here from the 39 for Deshler. Down 14-7.
Darren Jones.
Oh, and he has both of the interceptions.
Cramp,
So that's big for Russellville.
Let's see if Deshler can get some positive yards here on first down and not put themselves behind the sticks early.
Clock is running, 4:20. Thornton drops back, good protection. Now steps up, he's got a lot of room to run, and he does, and he is sandwiched at the 43. Not a bad pickup, 4-yard pickup, 2nd down and 6 coming up.
I think back, this Deshler team won the UNA 7-on-7 this summer. But again, that's just your quarterback and your receivers.
Right.
This defensive line for Russellville is, it just shows you the whole picture of it. You can throw the ball around and you can complete passes, but when there's somebody chasing you, it's a little bit different.
Now the Russellville player goes out with an equipment failure. Thornton, quick throw out to McKinney. And he is stacked up. Looks like they're going to give him to the 48-yard line.
Yeah, Houston Askew coming up.
5-yard pickup, going to bring up 3rd down and 1. Deshler tonight has yet to pick up a 3rd down. They're 0 of 9, and this time they will get it. McKinney, quick pass. And looks like they're giving forward progress to the 45-yard line and a first down.
Still plenty of time for Deshler. No hurry yet. They picked up the pace a little bit, but there's, no reason to get in too big of a hurry. Still plenty of time. I think they have all 3 of their timeouts.
And the clock stopped at 3:32. Thornton rolls out to his right. Has a man, and he makes the catch. That's going to be enough for a first down. Across the 30, still on his feet, down to the 26-yard line. Making the catch there was Camden Fuller in a big play, a 19-yard pickup, and a first down here for Deshler.
Yeah, Russellville sitting back in his zone. He finds the soft spot out on the outside, makes the catch and cuts it back up and gets 7-8 more yards after he made the catch.
3:15 here on a rolling fourth quarter clock. Whistle blows.
Timeout Russellville.
Yeah, they will call their second timeout here of the second half. That will stop the clock with 3:11 remaining here in the game. Wow, just when you thought that they always have an answer, Deshler is finding a way. Maybe it's the up-tempo is what they needed, Ashley, here to get this game and this offense rolling here.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure, too. It's now or never.
Right.
Probably going to be the last time you can get your hands on the ball. Again, they do have the 3 timeouts, but good-looking drive. They've gotten, again, we've talked about the pressure that Russellville's been able to apply. Thornton's just taking a 3-step drop now. He's getting rid of the ball quicker. They're running some receiver screens and just getting the ball out of his hands a little bit quicker than I think they were earlier in the game. Which
is big, get them in a rhythm and then get that up-tempo offense, and next thing you know, they're across midfield and knocking on the door here of the red zone. As again, like you said, they got all 3 timeouts remaining. Don't necessarily need to be in a rush here, but
and you don't want to leave Russellville too much time.
Exactly,
you're not thinking about that as a head coach. You're not saying I don't want to give them a whole lot of time and maybe adjust your play calling, but it's got to be in the back of your mind.
3:11 remaining. Gunn gets a handoff over the left side and gets tripped up at about the 21-yard line. 5-yard pickup, second down and 5 coming up. Best drive they have had. Their lone touchdown came on their first offensive play. Thornton took it 70 yards for a touchdown. Quick throw out. He's got McKinney again.
Screen.
And McKinney was getting into 10 down the sidelines. He is into the end zone for a Deshler touchdown. And now an extra point away from tying it up with 2:41 remaining as McKinney takes it 21 yards to the house.
Finally, Deshler is able to put a complete drive together and finish it off with a touchdown. Again, that's that receiver screen. They're just getting it out to a guy in space, making a guy miss, and taking it in for the touchdown.
They are going for it. The offense still on the field here.
You see the replay.
Yeah, just great blocking on the outside.
Yeah, great.
Fuller
there. 6? Fuller?
Yeah, Fuller there. Here we go. 2-point conversion. Thornton throws out. It's Reed.
It's a double pass.
He will take off, and he's going to get in the end zone. Deshler on the 2-point conversion has now taken a 15-14 lead with 2:41 remaining.
Russellville had it defended. They read it quick. Just a little pump fake, like a pump fake in basketball, and Russellville defender here leaves his feet.
Yeah, what a great job by Reed. You're right. He pumped him twice. He pump faked him twice. Wow. What a game here. 2:41 remaining, and Deshler, who's had so many great drives here in the second half, all of them have gotten stalled at one point or another, and then next thing you know, put together the drive of their lifetime. But one timeout, 2:41 remaining, and with the clock rules, you can take advantage of them if you're Russellville with the talent you have and a good quarterback and good one. Hey, you just got to get in the field goal range. That's all decent field goal range for Tomas.
Yeah, and I'm sure they're thinking about the last one that he missed. How much will that play into how they approach this drive? Yeah. But in high school football, the best. It isn't just
this is awesome.
Here you and I are two middle-aged guys here. And it just brings back so much.
Yeah.
Emotion of what, we may have went through when we were playing this game as a 16, 17-year-old kid.
Especially in rivalry games, as Kerbal kicked this one deep, and he should have just let go out of bounds, and he gets brought down at the 17-yard line. What a great job there, and that's Russellville. Will have to take it at least 70 yards to the other side of the field to have a chance to win it.
Man, what a play on the coverage. That's George Youngblood.
Yeah. He got down to the 17-yard line.
You've seen a lot of NFL and college guys now when it's that close to the sideline, just putting a foot out of bounds when you pick it up, and that makes it out of bounds.
Yeah. Or maybe just let it roll out of bounds. I thought it was certainly heading in that direction. And the fans on their feet, rocking and rolling here at Deshler.
Yeah, they haven't had a lot to cheer about since that first drive of the game, but they're into it now.
2:38 remaining. Goodwin drops back. Here comes pressure. Rolls out to his right, and will just throw it out of bounds. 2nd down and 10 coming up. Great pressure from the interior of the defensive line here for Deshler.
I don't think the offensive line is meant just to turn a guy loose right in the
middle. He
middle.
just him right there.
Yeah,
just whiffed on him.
That's why you got to have your calls. You got to know, which way you're shifting and
or your protection.
Is.
He went to the left. He probably thought the
right guard had him. Center shifted to the left, and big 55 for Deshler. That's Pointer.
Yeah, he's had a good game tonight.
Yeah.
2:33 remaining, 2nd down and 10. Goodwin drops back. Pressure
Phoenix Carpenter back in the game. It's getting pressure on him.
He's going to take off, and he will run out of bounds. They'll give him forward progress to the 24-yard line.
Yeah, great to see Phoenix Carpenter back in the game for Deshler. And he shot right through the right tackle's block and forced him out and made him scramble.
Smart move there from Goodwin as well, going out of bounds. He picked up 7 there, so it's 3rd down and 3
get the clock stopped,
up.
reset. You got 2 downs. But I do think they're in 4-down territory here, Edge. I don't think they can afford to punt with only 1 timeout remaining.
2:25. Morris goes in motion. Goodwin throws over the left, has Devaney, and he's got enough for the 1st down. So he will go out of bounds at the 32-yard line.
How impressive has Devaney been in this game? I think anytime
incredible.
They've targeted him, he's come down with the catch.
27-yard line, my bad. I'm legally blind without my contacts, so you can't always trust what I have there. Devaney now 8 catches, 69 yards and a touchdown.
He's a senior. They got him listed at 5'6". I think he may be a little bit bigger than that.
What's his weight? Or do they have that?
115. I think he's a little bit bigger.
Soaking wet with his pads on. Quick throw, overthrows Morris. 2nd down and 10 now coming up. 2:16 remaining.
I think Deshler's very happy to sit back and keep the ball in front of them. Don't let anybody behind them. Let them complete those short passes and come up and make the tackle. It's going to take a lot for Russellville to move down the field if they don't start getting some chunk plays.
Empty backfield, 2 receivers to the right, 3 to the left. Goodwin drops back. Blitz comes. Picked up. His throw knocked away. Great defense from the secondary of the Tigers.
That's Harold Grant. We've called his name a lot too. Great coverage.
3rd down coming up. Russellville's 5 of 14 on 3rd down, 2 of 2 on 4th down. 3rd down and 10 from the 27.
Good job by Grant coming through with his left hand to break it up so that he didn't hit him early and have a pass interference call.
Same formation, and a penalty flag will fly.
This may be a sideline warning on Deshler.
No, it's a.
Or do we have too many men on the field?
Yeah, I think you're right.
We've got 12 men on the field.
How huge is that? It takes it to the 32, so now instead of 3rd down and 10, it's 3rd down and 5. Clock stopped, 2:12. And that's through the legs of Goodwin. Goodwin tries to pick it up and does, and he's sacked, brought down at the 11-yard line. And an unfortunate break for the Golden Tigers. 20-yard loss. They mark him down at the 12, and now you're looking at 4th and 25.
It's Dayton Sanford again, just all over the field.
So Russellville is going to use their final timeout with 1:50 remaining, and that's the 3rd snap. The second one that's gone through his legs, and the 3rd one I guess you could say has been muffed.
Yeah, I think the second one earlier he just took his eye off of it and and dropped it. But that's, man, what a bad time for that to happen.
Yeah. Bad time to have a bad play as the light show happening here at Deshler. A historic venue, and this crowd, both
They haven't left, have they?
They haven't left, no. They have stuck with them. This place is packed.
Traffic is going to be fun getting out of Tuscumbia tonight.
Yeah, that's why we're going to take our time helping old Samuel pack up all this stuff. At least you didn't have to bring tables and chairs this time, you know? Hey, this is a nice setup here. Deshler's taking good care of us here tonight. Oh, this is fun. It's like we're a Brawley, man. Except they got red instead of purple. I guess you could probably, it's those LEDs, you can make it any color.
You can. That's what makes it so cool. And I'm really, it's good that a lot of these schools are, it just makes the whole experience better.
All right, here we go. 4th down and 25 from the 12. They've got to get it to the 42.5-yard line. Not impossible, but not easy. 5 wide. Deshler's going to rush 3. Pressure comes, steps up and throws. Hits his man, and he's going to get it. No, he got tripped up.
Short.
What a play. Stopped the short on the play, and he is a yard short.
What
he picked
a
up
play
24.
By Bryson Williams.
And the official coming over. What?
He's definitely short.
And he is going to be short.
He's a couple of yards short.
What a play by Bryson Williams, and that will give Deshler the ball back. Picked up 29, and he needed 30.
Again, Russellville with no timeouts now. So it's really the old victory formation for Deshler. What a play.
Yeah, that was something else.
And what a job by Russellville to even put themselves in a position to pick up a 4th and 25 with the game on the line. And they get 23. I think this happened to Russellville, a couple of times last year in their overtime losses, coming up a yard short of a 2-point conversion, I believe, in the Fairview game and maybe even in the Winona game in the first round of the playoffs. So it's got to be a little bit of deja vu for Russellville.
And, it was such a play. And, actually I was convinced they were they were going to get it there, and they just didn't. And now no timeouts, and we will go into take a knee mode. Thornton will take a knee, and in with the 40-second clock, and they haven't started it here, and now it goes.
I think there's a lot for Coach Goodwin to take away from this game. They led most of the game, had to replace a lot of starters on both sides of the ball without their 2-time 5A back of the year for his senior year. So, he's got to be proud of the way his guys played.
And if you're Coach Malone, what a great job your team did here tonight. Stuck with it. Their first win against their rivals since 2017. And, man, if you're a Deshler player and you're on the field tonight, you're going to be talking about this one for a very long time.
There may be a party or two tonight
you think? Maybe a couple.
Tuscumbia.
Yeah. It's going to be a lot of fun in Tuscumbia tonight.
But again, don't take anything away from Russellville. Their defense played lights out for most of the game. The first run of the game that Thornton broke through, and then that last drive. But, got a lot you can build on for Russellville.
They will get on the ball here quickly. Thornton snaps, takes the knee, and that one will do it. For the first time in 8 years, Deshler has defeated their rivals in Russellville. A late touchdown, and they will come away with a 15-14 Week 1 win tonight. Ashley, what a game we got here tonight. This was a lot of fun, a lot of excitement. Started off fast-paced. We thought we're going to have total points of over 100 combined between the two, but the first 3 scores happened in the first 5 minutes, and then the last one with under 3 minutes left to go by Deshler, plus the 2-point conversion, proved to be the winning score here for the Tigers.
Yeah, great play by both defenses. I think there's 2 teams right here that can be a threat as they go into their respective area classification games that are going to have a real good chance to get a lot of wins.
We've had an instant classic here. It's going to be hard to come back down after this one. All these other games we go to have got to live up to this at some point.
Yeah, we've set the standard pretty high.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I love seeing this. I love the guys that have laid it out there on the line now coming over and celebrating with their fellow classmates. It's what makes this game so good.
Yeah, and the fans still sticking around. No one has left yet. What a great game. Deshler will start off 2025 at 1-0. Russellville will drop to 0-1. Thank you for joining us here tonight. What a great game we had here at Deshler for the 99th inning as they pick up their 49th win over their rivals from Russellville. So for Ashley Balch, I'm AJ Good and our producer Sam Camp. Have a great evening. We will see you guys next week.
Bank Independent. We're invested in you.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.